5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to Valhalla North, the UK's leading independent IATF venue. You're joining us on Monday night for Standard League. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you with Tricky Dicky as my number has been called. So I shall see you all in a moment. Over to you, Mr. Trick. Basically, it would be good to go if the balls don't load. Just go through it. Yep.
I hate when Obadiah takes me chair. Got the posture of a question mark the way he sits in this. Right, so on the left we have... I forgot his name now, because it's not written down. We have Thorskin versus Scratch, and on the right we have Obadiah, I think playing a dead board game against Marmite on Toast, who's unfortunately not with us today. I'm aware board left isn't up yet. I'm waiting to see whether it comes up once they start throwing and scoring the game. I will fix it if it comes to that. Confident I'll fix it. This apprenticeship started getting real. Okay, we've got a couple of bulls on the right to start with, and on the left we have not started yet. Couple more bulls on the right. And we still don't have scores on the left, so I am going to fix that. Look at that, I did it! Looks like Thor's recovered his form a little. Can be a bit daunting. I mean, I caught it just on the camera there that he managed to get a drop on his practice throws, and it does shake you a little bit. Hard to recover from that. And we have... You'll see Heisenberg walking through in a second just from work. This is literally how he dresses. That's just him coming from the office. And Thorskin goes high. And Scratch pulling off what almost looks like a prem, I think. Dan, I don't mean to be a pain, but it is very difficult to commentate on a game with you standing in the way of the game.
Yeah, you've got an obstruction.
You're better a door than a window. I love you. Fair. And yeah, it's a dead game on the right, so it's hard to commentate. Oh, we'll focus on the left. So we've got all fives going so far through it. Couple of bulls there. It's definitely a thing that it's... In standard you'll throw prem, and in prem you'll throw standard. Thorskin just wide. Scratch with another... That looks like a prem clutch again from here. It's the second in a row as well. I'm actually slightly disappointed with Thor's costume. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very on point. He's done a great job on it as usual. But the man's just got fantastic legs, and he could do with showing them off more. Previous costumes, he's done Jessica Rabbit. He's done them justice, and I'm just saying it's a massive shame that we're not getting to see him for this. I mean, if he'd wanted to go with the Celtic theme, he could have always worn a kilt, and we still would have got some of those calves on display. Clearly a man who's put work into them and should show them off a bit more. You know, if you've got it, flaunt it at the end of the day. Wait, Dan, is it still counted as family friendly if I talk about John's legs? Awesome. Incidentally, that bandage you might be able to see on his ear isn't actually part of the costume. He managed to cut his ear with his own axe at some point. Not even the first time I've seen him do it. And we now have Reaper versus Noz on the left. Do you join me for some commentary here, James?
Are you on your own?
Yeah, it's just me, just chatting away.
Well, it would almost be rude not to, wouldn't it?
I filled in a good 5 minutes talking about John's legs.
The man's got a nice set of legs.
He does, doesn't he? And I was saying it's a shame he chose to show them off today.
Also, he did a really good job when he came as Jessica Rabbit. It was like absolutely unbelievable.
That was legendary.
I thought I have a very confused erection right now.
I don't know how to say erection on the stream anymore.
Anymore?
It's family friendly now. We're a family friendly. This is a family stream.
Right. Well, this is going to be tough, isn't it? Why'd you invite me on the stream then? You know what I'm like.
Well, I thought you just. I didn't think that would be your first line out the gate, to be honest.
To be fair, Rich, it's usually worse than that.
That's true, to be honest. It's
like some of the things that come out of my mouth, I don't even know how I'm alive.
It's more the things that go into your mouth that concern me.
Someone's had a good sleep today.
That's only bad if they understand it. If they understand the joke, they're old enough to get the joke.
Is my phone?
Yeah, your phone's
At least we've learned. It's like, don't invite James on the stream. It never goes well.
It's a bit of an unfortunate start for Bella there on the right. On the left. Right. On the right of the left.
Right board, left lane.
On 6. They have numbers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, giant numbers above every single board.
That's probably an easier way to call them rather than the right or the left.
Which one's that one? Hang on, let us check.
Just trying to see if we can give any of our viewers a stroke. Right, on the right, left, we've got people throwing well, and on the right, we've got them throwing wrong. Hey. Is that quite hard? I don't know. I just saw John and Kat throwing on it without any issue.
Yeah, they were alright. Bella has quite a light throw, though. That's the only thing.
I mean, she is dressed from Pulp Fiction. We don't know how into character she got before this.
I mean, point. Foot car sideways.
Still a family stream.
Ah, that's right. The kids might have grown up by now.
I mean, to be fair, the Junior League, it's not exactly like it's
I can't
no
imagine.
swearing.
I was going to say, it's like we're in Aycliffe, Rich.
I'll have you know, I grew up in Aycliffe as a fine young gentleman.
Yeah, you did. You're the exception to the rule. Most of them kids on the Junior League probably have kids as well.
It's because one of those kids is Steve's kid.
You what?
One of those kids is Steve's kid.
Yeah, he might be granddad.
He could be. He could be.
I think I'm in one of them like daft moods today.
It's literally, I said, it's family friendly. You just sort of see exactly what counts as friendly for families.
Depends on the family.
It does. Well, the guidance I was given that it has to be a respectable family, so.
Right.
But not a Tory family. So there's a middle ground to be struck there somewhere.
Just I asked Jamie. He says this league's all right, but the next league we go more family friendly.
I think this is more just like practice for it.
Oh, fair. Right. Okay.
Is it just me, or does Crash kind of look like he's enjoying cuddling his thing? Like
He does. I mean, that is a comfortable man.
he looks very happy cuddling that toy to the point where I'm almost jealous.
The only way he could be happier is if he was like down in a whole loaf of sorry.
For all I know, there could be some saurine in that teddy. It's perfectly sized to just like sort of unzip the middle and pull out your saurine. And
yeah, on its stomach, it's actually just a zip. It's just like yeah.
just every now and again you see him like unzip it and just like eat the saurine in the teddy bear and then zip it back up again like nothing happened.
Oh, that'll be me. Does anyone know the reason why it's gone from Thorskin to the legendary Thorskin?
Well,
I mean, he's cool, I know, but like...
It wasn't based on his last game, I'll tell you that. That's it, I literally...
yeah, I mean, we're in agreement on that one, that's for sure.
See, I very rarely rewatch the stream, but I did rewatch it on... Do you remember that last Tuesday where I just like threw axes into the floor pretty much for 3 straight games?
Oh, yeah.
I rewatched that just out of a bit of self-loathing, and my God, I have no... I don't know what makes me think I'm qualified to commentate axe throwing. I'm barely even commentated to be allowed in the building.
What do you think I feel? I'm the same. It's just...
I mean, you're the same. You're a relatively good axe thrower. I mean,
I'm relatively
I
good.
only say relatively, given that we've got some quite talented axe throwers now.
Well, we do. I mean, we've got some... I like to think that, yes, I am relatively good, but like we've got some people who are way above me, even just in this building.
Well, this was the thing. I was trying to think, like, sort of Valhalla's top 10 throw. Like, trying to sort of, like, place where else I was. Because I think in the playoffs I'm about 14th. I was trying to think who's in the top 10. When I think about who's in the top 10, the top 10 are, like, really good. Like,
Really good. Right, I'm going to leave now, because I'm up after this clutch.
And we now have Obadiah joining us for what's sure to be some family-friendly action.
Hello, hello, hello. We've got Fettled.
I try to be best to keep it family-friendly.
I appreciate it. But yeah, your monitor is slightly different resolution to everything else.
I mean, it looks like they're all in there. Did the Southman just get an 81?
No, 27, I think.
Oh, it's his first 27. Yeah.
That's still good going.
I was going to say for a second there, I thought you'd hit an 81. I was like, geez, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was getting ready to be surprised. He's come along though.
He has.
Carbon's having a bit of a rough season. I think 100% is really snookering it.
There's a mental aspect to it that you will lose games doing it, and you have to be able to be like okay with that.
Oh yeah, fully. You have to prepare to lose. It doesn't take the sting away, and there's been many a time I've gone home and drowned myself in a Big Mac, lamenting my losses.
I'll say this: when I'm doing 100% up,
that would be a Premier Bulletfield hit.
That's practice. That's practice, though. I'm surprised he's not doing his undertow.
I think he's better. I saw him doing.
No, but I'm sure he was only doing actually doing one of his shoulders.
Yeah, I saw him doing like a dry run. Oh, nice three that. Thor with a 27. Jim with a 27.
Nope, isn't that Jim with a 25?
Oh yeah, that's Jim with a 25. Mathematics apparently is not my strong point.
I mean, I wouldn't say I added it, I just read it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
To be honest, I'd say it's more unfortunate in this instance because if you tie, you get to do it again. And it's more practice doing it. Like,
it can get tiring though. I know in playoffs where I've got on a big marathon at field, by the end, you're aching.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I remember the last time Tana did playoffs when she was about 6 months pregnant. And it came down to her doing the 7 rounds, and she was against Cat for it. And literally, every time she was throwing that big axe, it was just getting lower and lower and lower in the board. Like, I'll be honest, I think there's probably a good chance for playoffs. She won't lose the game on purpose, but I feel like, if anything, it's more going to be the endurance is going to get to her before anything else.
No, but that's understandable with her being 9.5 months pregnant.
Yeah, I think everyone's fairly understanding of that.
Oh, pair of missed clutches there. Oh, it's club going wide.
I mean, he is on like a leg and a half.
True.
He's doing well to be on his feet, but I suppose it's almost forcing a bit more of like a Wattle style throw, in that he can't really step like he was.
Yeah, he is managing to step. It is very...
He is, but is he stepping? I can't quite see because of where it is, but is he on his left leg stepping? Is he stepping with his right, or is he... Oh no, he's still stepping on his left.
He's using his right as a pivot point, so it's more from the hip, I would imagine.
I suppose that's still similar to his original throw in that it is left leg. He's not having to step with the other leg.
No, I can see it causing him problems later in the night though. Because I don't think he's actually thrown since he did the injury.
I've seen it. So I was down with him and Sophie doing a few like practice throws on one of the Thursdays, and he threw a couple. Then, like he threw 2 or 3, but he was throwing like Wattle at the time.
Oh, Thor with a nice clutch there. Jim matches it.
Yeah, all right.
Fucking minute, isn't it?
What's that?
I'm sorry, we've just been shown that we are currently 5th league in the world at the moment. First time we break onto the first page of axe scores.
It's awesome that we're actually a UK club doing it as well, not like...
Sorry, I've just... Hello.
I was going to bring you the banana.
Oh.
I've heard that's the best.
Oh, you see, I like the banana, but I would have appreciated it.
For context, we're talking about soaring.
Oh, not to worry, not to worry. I've got a bag full of it, to be fair with you. I think I'm beginning to have a problem, I think.
You know you've got a problem when you've got a bag full.
Well, you know you've got a problem when you're here.
Is that bookworm still throwing the brandy?
It is. I offered him a knockoff plum and he didn't want to throw it.
I bought
Yeah, not much right with it either.
from a man who pretty much throws half a tree at the board.
What do you mean?
Still got brandy in it.
Still got-
Still got brandy.
To be fair, I actually bought a brandy a couple of weeks ago just for a little bit of something fun to throw.
Why?
It's fun.
Oh, we have another couple's costume. That looks good.
But no, when was the last time you actually tried throwing a brandy, like, spent a bit of time trying to throw it?
I tried to throw one when I helped coach a session. Nearly took my own kneecap off with the rebound and thought, never again. I'm not a vain man, but that took it a bit too far.
So I threw the brandy when Tana brought her brother and his partner up.
Yeah.
Threw that for a little bit. And I did that bad, I was just determined I was going to actually get better at throwing the brandy.
I know where you're coming from. For me, I'd rather throw what I throw better.
So I had this weird thought, right? So I would say probably, you could argue the toss in it, but it would be fair to say Noz is easily within the top 5 throwers here.
Oh, top 4 comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, I said 5 just for the sake of a lack of controversy around it, but yeah.
No controversy.
Well, I mean, if you name it, so you've got Carl, Dan, Noz,
And Cat.
and Kat.
Statistically, before the Speed League, I was 5th.
Yeah.
And now I'm not too sure. There's quite a few who've come up. Oh, unfortunately, dropped there by Chris.
But yeah, so my point is, he's in the top 4 of throwers here. How many axes have you seen that man throw? Just pick up and throw. Like, I mean, this is the thing. I spent ages throwing a single axe trying to get perfect at throwing that axe. And at the end of it, I haven't put all the time into throwing one axe and gotten amazing at throwing the axe. Because it's not like I've had 1,000 throws and got the benefit of 1,000 throws. I've repeated one throw 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And that's not the same as, like, learning. So I kind of thought, well, I'll try to do what Noz does and just throw random axes at the board and take more from each throw and try and learn more about how to throw from each throw. And the brandy is so different from anything else I throw that it forces me to actually think about what I'm doing with it.
No, back to the valid point. I find that same thing with a standard fox, with having a slight kick at the end.
Yeah.
I find I have to change my throw, but I agree with what you're saying.
But yeah, that was my logic behind buying a brandy. It was something very different. Because, for example, if I got another axe that was the same as my other axes, I may as well just throw my other axes.
No, I appreciate that. Nox is a bit of an exception to most rules. I do seem to have a natural talent just for picking up an axe and doing well. I would hate to play a bucket full of axes with him.
See, for me, it was a bit of a chicken and egg. Is he very good at throwing? Is he naturally gifted at throwing a lot of different axes because he's good, or did he get good by throwing a lot of different axes? And
Both.
now can.
I'm going to say both. I know Nox spends a lot of time practicing and mastering what he does. And it pays off. I think if he stuck to one axe and went to see a sports psychiatrist, he could honestly be one of the best in the country. Not, he already is, but you know what I mean? I
know what you mean. Like it'd be like the next level almost. For
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
What the problem is, he's the same as I am. He gets into his head, like same as a lot of us. He can go mind a hell of a lot, and it's hard to get out of that. And his way of doing it is by changing hatchets. So I was up on Thursday. I think he threw 3 different hatchets in 1 hour and a half open session, which is fine. But sorry, I got distracted there by a dinosaur tripping off. I wish he wasn't stood right in front of a camera with his new wound.
I said this as well. I wouldn't mind. It's not even the first time I've seen him clip his ear with an axe.
Not that accidents happen whilst axe throwing, and it's a perfectly safe sport. Suitable for all ages. Valhalla caters from 12 upwards, I believe.
I mean,
Nice pair of clutches there. We finally found the little green spot. Snowdrop has found his form. He was struggling a bit before, hitting a lot of high threes.
he had a weird hiccup last week as well, I noticed. Like, it just sort of seemed to come out of nowhere and go again, but it was just this weird one where he just forgot how to throw.
He has a lot on his plate. Away from axe throwing, I think, at the moment.
To be fair, it happens to everyone. I
Yeah.
mean,
I've roped this league off. With real world issues, I'm just happy to be here and have a relax. The fact I'm still in playoff position fucking bamboozles me. Pardon my French. I do apologise, we are trying to clean the language. Reston Dieface hitting a not in the one. I hope that was a clutch attempt. Oh, we have Wilma up. I wonder if Barney's going to make her bedrock later.
what happened to cleaning it up? That's pure filth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No comment. If you can't tell, tonight is meant to be a fancy dress. Some of us have put some effort in, some have gone through a lot. I may have tricky.
I had a really bad day today.
Oh, have you? I'm sorry for that. If you need to unload, we can unload in the car park later.
Once again, it's a kids' stream. It's a family stream now. We're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
I just meant feelings. It does good. It does good to talk. If there are any men out there struggling, remember you are allowed to talk.
There are actually, just on this point, there are actually charities in Aycliffe about that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's Men Talking Together, which is literally a mental health sort of organisation put on that gets people in a room to talk.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's something our generation is changing, but I know past generations really struggle to open up. And it does feel all good. I'm very lucky. I've got close friends who I can air grievances and vent to, which 10 years ago wouldn't have been possible. Right, we are just going to cut out because we need to get a picture. We will leave you with the mic and Overwatch so you can watch our shenanigans. And we're back in action. We've got Wilma versus Thor of the Thorskins. We've got Uma Thurman versus, we can't say it because it's before the watershed. Lovely pair of bulls there on lane 7 and 8. Wilma hitting the threes.
How are we feeling?
Oh, not bad, mate. Not bad, not bad.
I won't come back there, but I'm happy for working.
For those who aren't aware, we are joined by Jeff Goldblum. He is hunting dinosaurs. which is a massive fire hazard. I love this venue. For those who aren't aware, we're going to have to go to Overwatch. Oh, look, she found a little air pocket. It really looks like the end of days were coming back there. Just the dinosaur slowly fading away. Oh, nice clutch there by Uma Thurman. Apparently Carl Manson can't dodge a spanger.
Austin definitely can't dodge a spanner either, so.
I don't know how he did that. Oh.
I genuinely didn't think I was getting back up there for a second.
Just rolling it back and we'll drag her out the way. Ari. Oh, Thor Lumber Bull there. Can't see the other ones for the spectators. I'm going to get back into my comfy chair. Oh, this feels brocketed. Clutch call there on lane 5 and 6. I think Thor may have just nicked it, a bit like his ear. No, but he hit his ear with an axe. Speculation. Unfortunately, we haven't got a camera over there to check. A pair of bulls there on 7 and 8. Clutch has been called. Next up we have decaf with Trigger versus Chucky. Sun goes up there by El Cazador. He must be on for a good score. Oh, rebar at 27. Cazador looking to
I'm relegated back to the apprentice chair.
You can have the comfy one if you want.
I'd love the comfy one.
Yeah.
I think I'm on. Well, I think it's calculated because I thought I was going to be. I don't think I'll be out for a while.
Oh, I'll let you go. You'll do fine. Oh, for who? He is a 20. He missed the first clutch. Aye.
Is Thor still chasing it?
No, Mike still chases it in general, yeah. He's like a dog after a rabbit. Also, we need to stop mentioning 81s when we're about to happen.
I didn't. When have I? Alright, yes, I did.
It's on my Instagram.
Am I on your Instagram? Oh.
As a commentator. Was that Escal versus Obadiah?
You mean you left my OnlyFans off?
I dread to think. Oh, I've been tagged in something on another Instagram. He is throwing well tonight.
Me? I still have no idea how he throws that axe.
With power. There's no finesse to it.
And yet he still finds the target pretty consistently with it.
Yeah, he has split back centre board on lane 8, mind.
Do you think that was almost like his aim? Like he thought, I'm going to get the biggest, splittiest axe I can, like?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, like, I feel like there was a certain point where Carl would probably ban someone throwing axes. They basically walked in with a splitting wall.
Yeah.
Like, you know that council tool special edition one he's got behind the one that looks like the fire, the El Salazar,
Yeah, I think that is out there. I think I know what you mean. I wouldn't like to comment.
Because I think in theory you could probably hang that and turn it into a big axe.
Oh, the El Diablo.
That's the fella, yeah.
No, that's legal as a hatchet, I think.
I would imagine that'd still be legal as a big axe because of the weight of it.
Yes, fella! Bella hitting an 81 there. Notice how we didn't mention it before the fact.
Yeah, we did really well there.
Bookworm, am I on next? Am I on after this? I think I am.
That was number 51 that Bella
Nice.
just threw. That's the most 51s we've ever the 81s we've ever thrown in a league.
Oh, mint.
So we've officially hit 51 81s.
Awesome.
So, for those who didn't hear that, we were joined by Gendis Kral. We've just hit 51 81s. Like a hell of an achievement for the venue. Highest we've done to date in how many years have I? Please look at Kral.
In what?
How long have we been throwing proper league?
Shy 2 years?
So, the highest 81 count we've had in 2 years of throwing as a venue.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right. I need you to look at Crash when Dan moves. Like, I need Dan to just shuffle to the side a little so you can see him with his teddy bear in one hand and his loaf of soaring in the other.
Of all the things I've seen today, witnessing a full-grown man cuddle a teddy as he gnaws upon a full sorting loaf like an animal in the zoo has to be the most obscure thing I've seen. He's there dressed as Bubbles from Trailer Park Boy with kiddo. You've witnessed it.
You can't hide the soaring under the teddy.
Oh,
That's one nice kitty right there.
on that note, I'm going to have to... yeah.
Go have a word with him, would you?
Who?
You want to join me for some commentary, Carl?
I'll jump in. Why not? Hello all. I'm only just sharing it from the work group at the minute, so I've not gotten around to it. I've been non-stop since fucking scoring games since we started. So group sport of axe. Sure.
Oh, is that the stream you're sharing?
Yeah, I'm just sharing the stream so that we actually get some people watching us. Because you never know, people might actually tune in.
51 in the league's pretty good going, mind.
51 81s in 7 weeks, and we've still got a fair whack of games to play. There's still like probably about 50 plus games to play. So
That's fair. Do we?
I'm hopeful that we'll hit 60.
I mean, yeah, it's doable. We've still got the finale of the night as well.
Oh, me and Dan.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we're going to go to dual 81s, and one of us is going to get our name on the Lost with an 81 club wall.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
I thought I was going to go on again with when I play against Heisenberg. To be fair, for the first match,
Right?
we would I think we were only one clutch off it.
Is that working? Yes, it is, Jamie. Thank you very much.
Is that Obi worried that we're not getting people on chat because the chat's broken?
No, it's probably because I haven't shared it yet. So.
Are we at the point where we have to, like, with it being a YouTube channel, ask people like and subscribe and follow us for?
We've started putting it in the description.
Oh, nice.
So, yes, please. Can I get a last lager?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask too.
Thanks. Get down one. Get down one. A better costume.
My costume was amazing.
I was actually tempted to come wearing the stuff I wore to painting, and just come as like a working class person, but then.
That's not from film or TV.
I mean, there are working class people on TV. But it's moved on a bit since the 30s.
No, that's not the. It's not. It's not in the. It's not in the spirit of it.
Oh, and this is why I didn't do it.
It's not in the spirit of it. As in the point, you're supposed to come from as a character from TV or film. Like Heisenberg's come as Heisenberg.
Yeah. Is he back to being just Heisenberg now? Or is he still?
No, he's still
something-
Heisenberg. He's never going to shake that nickname, I don't think. Well, maybe until he stops making drugs for a living.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't you just change it back to Heisenberg and just make it a load easier than being Synth and
It's Heisenberg.
Heisensberg? Fair.
Part of your ears coming off, John.
I'm going to pull the flash.
Are you going to go to get it looked at? Fair enough. I don't know. Fair. No, that's true. They might glue that flap shut.
I'll go see a nurse tonight.
I don't know where my hatches are.
Anyway, it's been about 20 minutes. We should probably talk about what's going on the lanes.
Not a lot right now.
where we've got Albert Obi and S Club on one lane, and we've got Sarge and Herman's the German on the other lane.
Looking like a good game over there as well, to be fair.
Herman has currently got a 27, and he's working his way towards another one.
To be fair as well, he missed his clutch, but it was Prem. Like,
okay.
The Prem. Mind you, I've seen a couple of people do that. Like, So the last game I saw Scratch throw, I'd be interested to see what it was, what it would have been if it was Premier.
Yeah.
Because it was at least 2 Prem clutches off the belt.
Yeah. It's one of those things. The way James Fluff said, Steve gets his.
I mean, it makes for, to be honest, it's not great for James, but it makes for a more interesting match.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The way Prem changes things is interesting.
John, do you have any dietary requirements? Do you have any? Yeah, good idea.
Human flesh, please.
What? Do you have any dietary requirements? Like,
Just
do you have any allergies
for the awards
or
night.
intolerance?
Oh, no, I'm not.
We have an awards night.
No, we have an awards night.
Oh.
We're staying over.
I wish we did have an awards night here.
We could do it like the Oscars.
Well, I think what we are going to do a.
Probably. Apparently, I only have one drink and I'm drunk. Apparently, so yeah, absolutely.
After you've done 5 throws each on it, yes. Yeah, are you alright doing that, Dan?
To be honest, I wouldn't even care if I got an award. I'd just like to commentate an awards night.
Well, I think for next week, part of the plan is we're going to have a most improved award and an MVP award.
Most improved would be a tough one to call at the moment, actually. I think it was easy when things were earlier on because the amount of improvement you saw in people was massive.
Yeah.
Whereas now, because most of the people are, well, at least I don't know about
Especially
the
this
81,
league, yeah.
most of them are now pretty good veterans. The improvements are a lot more sort of like slight by comparison.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. Luckily, Axe Scores tracks all that shit, so I can just look on there and find out who's most improved.
I mean, yeah. Fuck, you took that.
Scratch it. No, Sergeant Herman's ear on.
There's
on
more
Big
to it than
Axe.
just numbers. There's heart to it. There's spirit to it.
Yeah, there isn't.
Like, who put the grit in? Who sweated it?
I mean, Decap's going to get an attendance award. He's currently second in the world for his attendance to leagues.
He kind of looks like a little kid sat on that chair as well. Like he deserves an attendance award. See, this is why I pitched this as an idea. What we need is like a drone camera or like an actual camera we can point to things. Like when Creshy sat there with a teddy in one hand and a loaf of soda in the other.
Can you sort that board?
Yep. I should be able to put a camera on that. And they've got the Big Axe on a 27, tied 27 for the last one. Oh,
Big
was
Axe.
that a practice?
Big Axe on 74s.
Nice. Look at him. Look how happy he is with that.
He's put a bit of work in for Big Axes, Steve.
Yeah, it shows.
He's in practice and all quite regularly.
Oh, is that enough? Yeah?
Clutches cold, they should go clutch.
I hate Big Axe clutch. I like watching it.
I love throwing
Like, they're kind of like, you know, it's kind of like one of those sort of literal clutch things in Axe Throwing to watch, but
yeah.
I can't do it.
Fair. We should take a little bit of a tour over there while the board change is going on, and get a little bit of mild close up.
Oh, the Pops on.
They tied and got exactly the same
hey, Pops.
score as well.
Blue. In the
Clutchies.
Philadelphia.
We haven't held one since the pandemic. Oh, that's a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
Like the Dundee Awards.
Yeah, did you not? There is a clutches in the sport of axe throwing I've seen.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. Yeah. But we're planning on doing a.
I feel God in this chilies tonight.
We're planning on doing a most improved award and possibly either most improved or highest 81 count or something along those lines. Oh, that is close. God damn, there's no board counts.
James, if it was
Could
a
we
bit
have a
higher,
combination
would
of
you
like
think?
serious awards and also ridiculous
I
awards?
think so. Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah,
We
like,
could do it. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not this round of leagues, but next round of leagues probably. When I have a little bit extra time to plan it. Making trophies takes longer than I would like it to.
Oh, if that was lower, it would have been in.
To be fair, you could do it as like the paper.
Mate, you'd have got that if you did the clutch.
would have been in.
They are teasing around that, to be fair.
6. Fuck it, let him
I
go.
said if it was to the left, it would have been in.
Oh, Pops. I know Joey can't make Tournament of Fools. Are you still making it?
I don't know why, I just get the feeling James is going to do the same now.
And curse the commentator strikes again.
Oh, unlucky.
It's alright, I don't think he watches these back anyway. To be fair, the only thing that made me think he was going to do it is because I'm sure I've seen him in Dan play a game once where they literally did that several times.
Shout it properly. Introduce him properly.
The one, the only, the legendary Foreskin!
You definitely said foreskin there, didn't you?
I'm catching Jamie's list.
This Brewdog Lost Lager is real good. Like, real's good. It's the, it's a placeholder beer while we wait for my deliveries tomorrow and Wednesday.
Oh, fair. You know Brewdog have a hotel in Manchester?
Do they?
Yeah, when you go to the room, you can request it to be stocked with, like, kegs pre-tapped in your room ready to go.
That's fantastic.
Of Brewdog. It's not even too bad for price, to be honest with you. It's right in the centre, like, bang centre of Manchester.
Nice.
So, like, if you want to go there, get trashed, and then go out.
I'm not a massive fan of Brewdog, so I'm not going to lie to you. At Urban, each season we had the most improved sportsmanship award and rookie of the season. Oh, that is a good shout.
I like rookie of the season because it's more up for debate. Like, it's not just, you can't just look at axe scores and go, it's him.
I mean, realistically, we've only got 3 rookies on this league. Everybody else is a fair or better. We've got Bookworm, fucking Smuggler, and Southman. I will not be at Boston tournament. Had a major wattle tournament that week. What a shame, dude. Gutted. I was looking forward to having a couple of beers.
How would you do some of these? Would you do them as a staff vote, an open vote, or just as a you looking kind of eyeball at yourself?
I think we'd do it as an open vote for the league. That way everybody has their say. And as always, the book stops with me anyway, so if I disagree with it, then we'll do it my way.
That's almost how voting works.
It is.
I think he's just gutted after he missed that clutch, to be honest.
Yeah.
Get it, like, 'cause he's in that point now where he's trying to chase the 81 down.
John.
Yeah. And so when you get to that point when you know you're not getting it, you get disheartened.
Yeah, it's you start stress throwing.
Yeah.
Chucky's the same. Like, she was absolutely heartbroken. She threw a 79 last night. Ooh. It was her 14th throw, was a 3. And then she hit her clutch.
Yeah. I still remember doing it when I was doing the 81 league. Yeah. I could not get there for the life of me. I wouldn't even mind. That's a really nice clutch he's managed to land there and all.
It'd be nice if they could pull them out of the bag tonight. Tonight of all nights. Currently sitting at 51 81s for this league. It's our highest 81 count ever in a league.
That board's not refreshing.
Oh, it's off here.
Jamie must have moved it because he's a big baby and it's hitting me in the back.
Did Jamie move this board from behind here?
To be honest, I moved it because it nearly fell on his head.
Oh, you moved it? Alright.
I mean, I moved it in the sense that it landed on his head and then I took it off his head.
He needs to still stop being a baby about it.
I mean, I took the board off his head. The only other choice was to leave the board on his head.
Exactly. He needs to stop being a baby about it.
And just live with the board on his head.
Christ, I mean, wouldn't be the first time he's had wood slapping him in the head.
So I like this. The challenge of keeping the stream family friendly.
No, it's interesting enough. without.
Lowering the tone.
Yeah.
Yes, anonymous vote on the last day of the season. Awards handed out on the playoff night. Yeah, that sounds class.
Cool. Yeah, well, we'll do that through the group, I reckon.
Can you do?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Press that X. Press that X. Stop.
Having a slight technical difficulty there. I like how that was just caught on camera that when he said everyone stop, Thor stopped, didn't move. And on the left we have Bandy Sal's versus Bookworm. Bandy Sal's taking his first game home. Also the temperature in here has just dropped like a rock. Stick my coat back on. Ugh. Here's a question, does anyone know, I mean you might know Pops, is Warriors still doing the hammerhead axe? So we never could get it in the UK, but there's a couple of people who had one brought back from Canada, and I was half to ask if any of the people going over to Canada would pick one up to me if they were still making them. And Bucklow starting with a nice ball on the right. Well, on board number 6. And Bandy Cells looks like he's evening it up.
Right, I'm back.
Oh, sorry, his last one was a bull.
Fixed it. Oh, we're still on the other screen. We're still on the right lane. There we go. Job done.
Just in time to catch that.
Yeah, we've got a bit of big axe going on, so we'll go there. Let's have a look over there. See?
Not sure if the design seems to come and go. Yeah, I noticed that.
What's up?
So, I was wanting to get, do you know the Warriors hammerhead?
Yes.
I was wanting to get one of them, but we don't know whether they're still making that or not. Because I was going to ask when everyone goes over to Canada if they could pick us one up.
Well, I'm ordering some axes from Ryan in the next week.
Awesome. Did you see if there's a hammerhead?
I'll speak to him. I'll see apparently the big axes are coming soon as well.
Oh,
so
the Punisher.
Yeah, and
nice.
the Spawn.
What's the Spawn?
That's what I have. My 81 axis handle. That's what that is. It's the Spawn. The Punisher's the big one.
Which one's your axe?
The one, the Canadian flag handle, the 81 axis one.
Oh, I like that axe.
It is very nice.
See, I thought the Punisher was supposed to be the Reaper, but a big axe.
Yeah, it is.
But what I've seen is that cat that's hanging on the wall on the right.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the flat head of the Reaper. Oh, that's a Spawn.
Yeah,
right.
Spawns.
So you're getting in a Punisher?
Probably yes. Ooh, I can try. Well, we'll find out when they're available, I guess.
On the one hand, I have a son on the way. On the other hand, could you hold us one of those Punishers back at least?
Aye.
And the hammer.
Why aye?
Because I've wanted a half hatchet that I know is definitely legal, and I know those hammerheads are definitely illegal half hatchet.
Fair.
And I just need to get James to handle it for me.
Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah.
Is there something going on with board 6 at the minute? I don't think you've thrown on it yet, but I
haven't thrown a game yet.
I've seen a few people dropping on board 6 for. It doesn't look like a hard board, but
no.
Reaper managed to drop on it. Bandy Cells has now dropped on it.
Yeah. Who fucking knows? Not me.
Fair.
Sometimes,
would.
Yeah. Well, it's you can never know, can you?
No.
And everybody's got such wildly different throws on this league that there's no way of sort of kind of going, right, you need to do it like this.
To be honest, that's why I've been wanting to try and put a little bit more power into my throw, just because there's been a couple of times I've noticed in practice my axe will stick because I've thrown into the board and the board is now soft. And then I'll step up to a new board and my axe won't stick. That's why sometimes you've probably seen me just throwing into the hardwood just right of the blue.
Yeah.
Just to make sure my axe is sticking, and I'm finding it doesn't stick as much as I thought it would stick.
Fair.
So I'm trying to like work on putting a bit more into it. I got my eye on you, Richard, enough backspine. Shit.
This is the downside to not being able to see who is watching. At least with Facebook Live, you can see who's watching you, and you can wonder whether you can make those sort of comments or not.
I know she sometimes watches, but I know she doesn't always, so I thought I could kind of get away with it.
Yeah, fair.
To be fair, last time I was here, S Club was on about selling another fox. Yeah, trying to put a stop to that.
Yeah.
Which is probably for right, to be fair, because you've seen me throw a fox.
I've seen everybody throw a fox. I don't know what it is. It ebbs and flows. There's currently a fox pandemic going on at the minute where everybody's buying them again. I'm just going to jump over to that other screen because Ari's on for number 52.
Oh, nice. But we don't talk about it.
No.
We're literally going to talk
Curse
about
of the commentator, but you know.
To be fair, probably the reason there's more foxes popping up is because Jesse Reid stopped buying them all.
Well, maybe,
he's now into making coconut hammers.
Yes. They look wonderful.
They do look wonderful, but I look at them and I think it's too pretty for me to want to use it as a hammer.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else I would do with it.
This is true.
Like,
it's very expensive paperweight.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got to with it. Like, at least with the axe I can do something with it.
Yeah.
But even if that's my problem. I don't even know what you use a coconut hammer for, like, as a tool.
I mean, I'm assuming opening coconuts.
Is it?
I mean, the name lends itself to that being the
I
purpose.
thought it was called a coconut hammer. You're not buying axes, you're investing in new axes. Yes.
Very true. The axes pay for themselves.
Yes!
Hey! Number 52. Carbon throws our 52nd 81 of the league. That's our 52nd League 81. It's 52nd League 81. Well, hey, Harry. Well done. Proud of you. It's only our second ever 81. That's fantastic.
I can't believe it. When I saw that, I was surprised it was a second.
So she threw her first ever 81 in a never thrown an 81 league, and then went on to win it.
Yeah.
So and I believe Darren did the same. Yeah. So Snodders did the same. He threw his first 81 in a never thrown an 81 league, and then went on to win it. Sarge threw his first 81 in this never thrown an 81 league, and
where's he at in the minute?
He finished first.
Oh, he finished first.
He finished first.
Now?
Yeah. This is week 7 for everything.
Oh right, sorry. He finished first, but now we've got playoffs.
So we've got playoffs next week. So he finished the league in first. So he's either going to get a bye or play whoever's finished in 16th.
Nice.
Who knows how Axe Scores shuffles it? I mean, not me. I own a venue and I still don't know how Axe Scores works.
To be fair, Pops, I like the idea of investing because the amount of times Tana's told me we need to invest in something that isn't really an investment. Like we need to invest in
like bonds or something.
Yeah. No, but not like bonds. More like we need to invest in like an ice cube.
Real
tray.
estate. All right. Okay.
We need to invest in like because then we can make our own ice.
Yeah.
Rather than paying the pound to the ice cube companies.
I'm with you. Yeah, I mean big ice. They're taking over the world, ruining the economy.
It's a cold business.
I haven't got a comeback for that. But however, a statement like that would be very polarising.
Jeez. I'm not even a dad yet and the jokes are already coming.
Yeah. I think it happens. Your hormones change as Tana's hormones are changing. Yours are also changing to make you funny.
Yeah. Yes, does anyone know, is a coconut hammer called a coconut hammer because it's a hammer for opening coconuts, or is a coconut hammer called a coconut hammer because the head on the hammer is like rounded like a coconut? Jesse Reid made a load of coconut hammers, so I'm asking what the name.
Yeah, I've never heard of a coconut hammer.
They're really pretty.
Are they?
Yeah, well I mean, I don't know if coconut hammers in general are, but his are.
Well, I think it would be, yeah. It's interesting. It's a bit like the colour orange is named after the fruit.
Is it?
Apparently.
So what did they call that colour before they found the fruit?
Ready yellow, maybe. I don't know. Just random fact. I don't know the ins and outs, unfortunately. What are we going to do something like the clutches here?
Yeah, we're going to do a bit, not for this league because I haven't got time to fix anything, and I want to make trophies and stuff for people. So next league we'll do. I think we're going to do a couple of bits next week.
Yeah.
For the next round of leagues, for the spring leagues, we're going to do we will do a clutchies night after playoffs.
That'll be cool.
In an attempt to get some of the people that haven't made a playoffs to actually turn up.
Yeah, that's fair. We could maybe do like a calendar year clutches. Like best newcomer and best rookie season.
I thought this.
Yeah. Well, Pops was saying they do like a rookie of the season.
Yeah. Because if you're thinking, but last year we've had so many good throws to a rookie year.
Yeah.
So like mine and Nottingham's rookie year would be like a calendar year ago.
Yeah.
Your rookie season's only your first 28 games though.
Yeah, like no, this is what I mean. Like we played our first proper league
in 2022.
Yeah.
To be fair, about
hitting 1 or 2 81s every week.
I'm happy with that for me.
That was meant to be a deal. Stop accepting my insults as compliments.
Yeah, I'm happy hitting 2 81s. I say on Instagram I'll take the booth for an 81.
I feel like I'd be a better thrower if I stopped drinking so much coffee.
Yeah, I would probably be a better thrower if I ate before I came up. I didn't spend the full hour beforehand trying to throw.
Yeah.
By the time the league starts, I'm fucked. Sorry, very tired. That's a good method. Good ideology, that.
What?
You're not buying axes, you're investing.
Yeah, Tana heard me talk about. So basically, Carl's getting in some axes, and there's a couple of them I want, and Tana overheard this. And well, you saw her last week when I was trying to buy a fox.
What is he getting in?
What's what?
What's he getting in?
Well, I asked him if he could get in one of the hammerheads.
Yeah.
And apparently, do you know the Punisher and the...
Oh, Biggie Stickiest.
Yeah. Carl, what's the other axe?
Sorry?
The Punisher and the...
Spawn.
Punisher and the Spawn.
Spawn's what I have.
Ah.
You know my maple leaf?
Yeah.
And the one goose one. That's a spawn.
Ah.
And the one with the big chip out of cats. That's
Yeah.
all a spawn.
It's different production now.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's already bedazzled himself.
Yeah.
Can you keep an eye on the centre board on this? It's very hard.
Fuck me.
No, not for me. It's just Megan.
I'm not asking for myself. It's for the juniors. You
Megan
see.
and Charlie both look like they had dropped. I could be wrong, man.
Megan and Charlie could probably throw better.
I'm just asking you. Our manager's all right.
Did you throw an 81?
I mean, yeah, but you're just built different. Like, we can't all aspire to the 2 81s of...
Do you want to lose? If I could find a clutch without a map, I'd be on for 81.
Hey, yeah. And if me aunt was born a fella, she'd have been my uncle. But
well, in modern times, she could still be if she identified as a fella.
Well, if me nan had Wales, she could be a bike.
About your aunt. No, it's for its more established throws, it's alright having a hard ball because we know how to counter-react it. But if you're a newbie, like I've already thrown a game around us, so I know what to expect. But I think what the problem is, I had quite a wide grain pattern.
Just heard the 5 most offensive jokes. I'm wondering how close to the mic
Oh,
that
I
is.
got that. Are you off, Darren? Stay safe.
Catch you later.
Are you here next week? Or tomorrow? Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, Darren.
Gun. You need to rewatch the first game that you threw.
Why?
Put some good commentary in there for you.
There always is when you're around the box.
Oh.
I do it as soon as I get in tonight, I put it on.
Oh.
That's why I'm up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Stay safe, dude. Oh, I'm slowly melting. Normally I'm too cold behind it, I'm too watching it.
I'm going to take... Yeah, I put this back on before they turned that thing a smidge.
Oh yeah, Tarek big in the chat.
Yes. Oh, did you only just say that about
Yeah.
That's where the investing in axes came from.
Nah. Fuck. Fudge.
You are bad. You are bad at being a respectable member of the online community.
I really am.
What's happening now?
I might have to get like a little card reader and set the pound up as a swear jar. Actually, bugger that, maybe 10 pence.
Say, if you put a pound in the swear jar every time, you're going to be bankrupt.
I'm not far off now. Bit of slow winter. Oh, and I was making up for the unfortunate 3. I think the Southman could be a bit south. Haha.
There's no middle ground here, it's either cursing or that.
Schoolboy's main marathon. Oh. Sounds as though Decaf regretting the 100%er. And we're still streaming.
Yeah.
I now want to check. I don't know where my phone's gone. Is it down?
Is your phone the one with the cracked screen?
Yeah.
There you go.
I normally lay it face down just so people really know.
See,
you can have done. At least buy me a meal first.
See, I'm worried my phone's a little bit effeminate. The rose gold colour.
I don't mind the rose gold. Yep, we're still alive. I buy cheap. Yeah. I buy cheap.
Do you know what I do? I buy refurbished. Like, it's a new, it's a new-ish model of phone, but it only cost me like a fraction of the price of it.
Oh, that's fine.
Same as I've got a new sort of like, I've got a new ARM chipped Mac at home as well. Didn't pay M1 chipped Mac.
All right, yeah.
I didn't buy it outright. It's a refurb, so it cost a fraction of the price. I don't know why more people don't do it. It's a really good way of getting like good stuff for a cheap price.
To be fair, when I'm buying photography gear, also like studio stands and stuff like that, not electricals, I buy Amazon refurbs.
Oh, fair.
You can get stuff like nearly out of price. Now we have a debatable thing here. He's not actually in the booth, but his drink is. Let's go down there.
So, is Carl allowed to have his drink in the booth?
Yes, Carl is allowed to have his drink in the booth. Who's asked that question?
It was more that the drink is in the booth, but you're not in the booth with it.
My drink's in. Good luck fucking spilling that. Like.
Not over the crotch, please. Oh, we got to the bottom of why it was cutting off the bottom of the score.
Why is that?
Your screen was too good.
It was too big for Jamie, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just too big. It's a problem I've had before. It's as much a blessing as it is a curse, to be honest.
Especially with your dry wood. Oh, hobble up.
While we're on, if Pops is still on, ask him to send us some stickers for the wall.
Pops, could you send us some stickers if you're still about, please?
So inclined.
Yes.
We'll send some back.
Yeah, if you let us know your address and we can do a sticker trade. Because we are trying to build a wall of stickers.
Yeah.
And we have quite a few good ones.
Is that him from
Steve Coogan?
Yeah.
Alan Partridge.
Alan Partridge, yeah.
I can never remember his name, but I always forget the one where he's like in the car park going, Claire. Dan. No, not you, Dan. Dan. I wish I'd come with Steve Coogan now and I could just follow Dan around just shouting Dan at him all day.
I think he's throwing axe on
That's definitely happening. I am 100% next time coming with Steve Coogan.
Tomorrow, still fancy dress.
Yes. What does Steve... Right, I need to find out what he wears.
Alan Partridge, not Steve Coogan.
Alan Partridge. Tana, can you, if you're still watching the stream, can you find out what Alan Partridge looks like and see if we've got the clothes in for a costume?
Also, if you haven't, order some stuff off Amazon, it will arrive tomorrow.
Yeah. I love how this feed now just become a marital messaging service.
A marital messaging service.
I'm half expecting Tracy to pop up with a Prosecco going, is he still there? Tracy, if you're out there with a Prosecco, make yourself known.
I miss the wine club.
I do. Unfortunately, 2/3 of it are here.
2/3?
Kat and Sophie.
I mean, Kat's usually not on the stream, she's usually here in person. I thought the wine club is usually Sophie, Claire and Tracy.
Well, Claire can't really drink at the moment.
Well, no, I mean, she's still at wine. Wine club's about more than just the wine.
True.
It's
With that lot, I'm not too sure.
judging off some of the banter.
Oh. Too dry. Yep, not going down where that went.
I do sometimes wonder how would Crash throw if he didn't chow down an entire loaf of soaring before every game.
I don't know.
Like,
Probably, like, you know the motto, if you're throwing poor, grab a sorry. It'll help you do it. Oh!
Prandy gonna Prandy.
I did that with a big axe on Thursday.
What, managed to hit, like, button first?
Yeah.
Wasn't I here with you on Thursday when you were
No,
throwing?
you weren't. You weren't.
When was I here throwing with
Oh,
you?
yeah, you were. You were. Do you know after we swapped board?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I overcocked the big axe. And it hit handle first. I just came back at eye height.
6 is a weird board as well.
Yeah.
I've seen a few people now drop on there that you wouldn't have thought.
Trek is sometimes prone to the odd drop.
I seen Bella drop twice.
Really?
I mean, she then went on to get an 81, so...
That's more than I'm going to do tonight. Gone to ground on a biggie stickiest.
I mean, he is...
Yeah, took me to big up.
He does only have one leg, to be fair.
Anyway,
It's one of the things.
before we get on to any controversial statements, all Bella needs to do is stick it somewhere in the blue. And see it hits a 3.
Popped it in the red, must be that time it was. I am well off camera, so end off mic.
You'd be surprised. Go away, Catherine.
What? You've not
The
had
fact that you used your full name for that as well.
What, Anna?
We have given you very little shit tonight.
Yeah, we have. I've literally just come over here.
I know.
We've had a full hour and a half without any.
I'm trying to...
Oh, everybody get ready for...
Oh, do it at that end. Up there, go on.
What's he doing?
Sharpening himself.
That's what it is, Chris. It hasn't been sharpened to within an inch of its life for 3 weeks.
I don't think my big axe I've ever seen set up in the store.
Mine hasn't.
It's awful, isn't it?
I mean, given the size and weight of it, is it really that needed?
So when this is on, you can hear it over.
Oh, does anybody fancy going to the...
It's a bit of a pandemic where it went round with everybody unnecessarily sharpening their axes to within an inch of their life.
Oh.
It was like a little club where they're all stood in a circle just with files sharpening their axes.
I tend not to sharpen... sharpen my Durham.
So it's basically a group of men stood in a circle playing with their shafts?
Yeah.
Like a circle sharpen of sorts?
Circle jerk, yeah. Oh, like Sophie's ears prick up when I says, I'm decaf.
I feel like...
Army for a couple of weeks, right? You spent a couple of weeks in the army, right?
What, a couple of weeks?
I thought you were rough.
I thought you were as well.
Yeah, but I did one a few weeks later as well.
You're like Grandpa Simpson out of The Simpsons, where every week it's a different service.
When I were in the Navy...
Thank you for your 3 weeks of service.
I know a lad who did that with the Marines. Went in for basic training and came out with the hoodie. And he bragged about it.
Decaf.
Darren's a flyboy, isn't he?
Darren was, yeah.
Are you playing?
Yeah, but he never flew.
I could
Well, no, only pilots tend to do
I've
that.
lost track of our game.
Engineers don't fly.
Yeah,
It's just,
he has he had some interesting tales that I won't go into on the feed.
I have a friend who was in the RAF.
Sorry, we'll just
Was a engineer in it. It turned out he actually really didn't like flying.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, he described himself as probably more towards being a nervous flyer than anything.
Really?
Yeah. Good engineer, but just
Oh.
didn't have any interest in ever flying the plane.
It's not something I've ever been tempted. I've never wanted to enlist.
I almost did actually when me and Tana met.
Really?
So when me and Tana met, I was actually on the verge of being homeless. And as a kind of last-ditched effort, I was going to enlist in the army. And then essentially what had happened was we met and I decided I'll give it one more chance. Applied for one last job, got it, and then became a software developer.
Oh, fair. Fair. But no, it's just... I admire people who do.
still sometimes regret it, but I'm kind of at that point in life where I wish I'd done it when I was younger. But I'm sort of like, I wouldn't want to do it now, but I wish I had when I was like 16, 17.
My main problem is I'm frightened of heights. So like I watched the basic training, I get sweaty palms when climbing over the framework. Like, I'm a man of many fears. Oh, taxi for Chris. Bookworm.
Staying down. Well, he's going a good way to work.
He hasn't got an axe. He hasn't got an axe.
Oh.
See? Encouragement. Well played, that man!
Take a bow!
Oh, you played a blinder there.
Hey! That was peak comedy.
That's peak comedy.
No one heard your joke.
He did. They all did. He didn't hear yours.
No one listens to I got real laughs, not just likes on social media. What?
I'm sure you two were like siblings in a past life or something.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I do see Jamie as a bit of a brother. From another mother.
That's always nice to hear. Being an only child, I've never had the
I'm
joys
an
of a
only
sibling.
child as well.
I'm an only child as well.
Oh, there we go.
You can tell.
What about me or Rich?
Like we're all arseholes.
Not good at sharing.
Yeah. Don't do well in big groups.
Don't really understand when you say something, it upsets somebody.
Oh, Nate with his first drop of the night.
I'm sure someone warned that board 8 might be a bit hard earlier on as well.
I'm just trying to advise people. Like, I want people to throw well.
I'll be honest with you, if Nate can't get in that board with that absolute titan of an axe, there's no hope for me with my little £10 fiddly thing.
No. 10?
10. No, 1.10.
Fucking £10?
1.10. Please will
1.10.
you not talk about your genitals on the YouTube?
Me £10 fiddly thing.
Is that what Tanya charges you?
Also known as the Anaconda.
If that's a combat perversion prince. He's from protecting you're from the water. It's actually a film you never hear about these days. Anaconda.
Wasn't really a good film to be fair.
No, but I'm sure it got sequels.
Yeah. I mean, so does Sharknado.
I don't know how that got sequels.
It also got spin-offs as Stone-nado. Tornado full of stones and the stones explode.
Oh! A pair of trees.
I don't know why, but given how much effort it took to get in, I've got a feeling board 6 is going to be hard as hell.
Yeah.
There's no way me fiddly thing's getting through that.
I give up.
What? I didn't say anything. I'll have you know my fiddly thing's family friendly.
Oh my days. Just so we're aware, the fiddly thing is an axe. Thank you.
A little axe.
Yep.
That's what she says. As always, the words and the statements from the individuals do not represent that of the company.
Why would the company have an opinion of that?
Well, we all now have an opinion of your fiddly thing being little and dry.
Who said dry?
Do you want the red pill? Oh, you weren't here yesterday, were you? Do you want the red pill or the blue pill?
At the moment, A pills would be a booty bonus.
That's all I kept saying. That's annoying, Dad.
Oh, Decaf gets to lose again. What? I said you get to lose again. Do you know what the problem is? Nate's actually big and heavy, but he lands flat. If he came back half an
I can't
inch.
remember who else I've got to play to.
Right, I'm going to go for Gicketing because I think I'm up on 5 and 6.
One more player.
Have fun.
Cash which pocket. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't remember who else. Am I playing you?
I feel like I haven't played you much this season. I have in Prem.
I know I've got 2 games left and one of them's Bookworm and I think the other one might be you actually.
Let's have a look.
My other game. Can't remember who it is, but actually just I think it might be you.
That's what Axe Close is for, right?
Yeah.
If it works.
This bloody hat just loaded.
That's Premier.
Does it work? Trying to keep warm by pole walking.
Schedules.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Tricky Dicky. Herman, Brandy Souls. Yeah. And S Club.
Cool.
Oh, I'm all on the left as well, yeah.
Yeah, mine are all on the left.
Lauren, your pebbles are showing.
Oh.
Pebbles are showing.
My hat's gone all the way over my head. Oh. Oh dear. It's really annoying, this hat.
Yeah.
I used to have a hat like this in pink that said "Kiss me quick, squeeze me slow." That I got from Blackpool,
Sounds.
and I was way too young to be wearing it. I just thought it was funny.
It was one of those things where you had it, you didn't realise what it was saying, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Rich.
Got it from the Pleasure Beach.
Rich. Captain Corner.
Yellow Rich.
Who needs your hat? I want you to come here.
Oh, they said you're up.
Come here.
Like my pizza box.
Who actually are you?
Argyle from Stranger Things.
Fair.
I assume you haven't seen it.
I watched the first season of it.
Don't think he's in the first season.
I can't remember if I maybe watched the second. But I didn't start watching like the third or the fourth.
Yeah, no, I don't know which one he comes into, but he's definitely not in the first. But I literally did this in like 30 seconds because Megan brought me the pizza box and then I was doing it and I was going to make an effort, but then John sliced his blooming head in.
Well, I'm hoping Tana heard my message about wanting to be Alan Partridge.
Alan Partridge.
Because that'll be really fun just following Dan around tomorrow.
Aha!
I think you'll find it really funny.
Dan!
Dan! How long do you think of this before he throws an axe at us?
Dan! Every time I shout Dan, that's what I think, and it get like inside I'm like And then whenever I meet anyone who's so Bookworm is South African. So I was
Is he?
Biodynamics.
I was trying to work his accent out.
Yes, he is South African.
I thought he sounded like... Oh, there's that voiceover actor who does like a few different things. I can't remember his name now.
I like
sure.
voice actors. You know, I might know the answer. What
Do
you
you-
trying to do?
The one who sounds like Bookworm. He does stuff like... He's in Rick and Morty as the guy who wants to develop an app. You want to develop an app?
I've not watched Rick and Morty.
Oh, what else does he do?
Yeah? Right. Say yes. Tell me other characters that he's voiced.
I'm trying to find out now
Once
for
you
you.
find out who it is, don't tell me his name.
I know who it is, and I know that you know who it is as well. He did it. We watched a film of his the other day.
A film of his?
Yeah, something that or program or
It wasn't John DiMaggio.
no
It was,
program. It's got a weird name. Maybe that pirate thing.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that who it is?
yeah. I don't know why I figured for me he sounds a bit like Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi's from New Zealand. And he's from South Africa. They're like literally continents apart.
I mean,
South though.
I got the right hemisphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I am tired.
What time do you do it for family?
Who's he again? Fast and Furious.
Dom off
guy.
Fast and Furious.
Right.
Vin
I haven't
Diesel.
seen it. Oh, right.
Obviously. Can you not just look and tell that he's clearly Vin Diesel?
Fair.
He dropped for family.
God, that's a stupid set of films.
I've never even seen it.
I've only seen the first one.
The one where it was actually about racing cars.
Is the Italian Job Fast and Furious?
No, the
No.
Italian Job's
The Italian Job.
a staple of classic British cinema.
Oh, right.
Usually known as the Italian Job.
Yeah, I know that, but I just
I only
thought
told you
it
to
was
blow the
cars
bloody
and-
doors off.
That's St. Trinian's,
Michael
isn't it?
Caine.
No, what?
Well, they do say that in St. Trinian's.
No one blows anyone in St. Trinian's.
I mean, it'd be a different film.
They blow.
Michael Caine.
They blow doors.
Michael Caine says you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors up when they blow up a mini in the Italian
Yeah.
Job.
Or they blow up an underground thing and they say, oh, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
But
it
that's
must
in
be a-
reference to...
Right, okay. Well, I hadn't seen the Italian Job. I just know that at Pleasure Beach you used to have a mini on top of a restaurant and it was it was an Italian restaurant and that's what it was.
Did you win, Nos? Nos, did you win? Did you throw it at you once?
It's the flat line. You know that when the
We thought we were just like...
what's his name?
Fred Flintstone?
Fred. When he bowls, he goes with his feet. And
Oh, when he gets the car going, he goes like...
yeah,
And then he's off.
The
Fred
flat line
Flintstone.
should do the. I mean, it's a massive foot fault, but with his feet before he goes to throw the axe.
Oh,
You know
right,
what I mean?
Flintstones thing.
Yeah, yeah. I told him if he does get an 81, he needs to shout yabba dabba do. But then he came over and said that I'm just yabba dabba don't because I just keep getting threes. I was like, oh dear.
Well, that was an end to that.
It wasn't into that. It's still time.
He's still on now.
I really wanted John to get an 81 with his dodgy flappy ear.
I know we're only 4 throws in, but he's still on technically.
I know.
The funniest thing I've ever seen John do was whilst he was wearing one of these hats, he threw his axe and he did the exact same, managed to clip his ear.
Yeah.
But as a result, he just sort of yeeted the axe into the ground
I don't know
and
what
took
he
his
did
head with
because
him.
he said that he just moved it.
That's what I mean. It's the second time I've seen him do that. Like, oh, yeah, but don't.
Yabba dabba don't. We need to do our thing.
Oh, well, we. our bit of preem commentary.
The thing that entertains us for at least 5 minutes solid.
People are going to think we're on
Everyone's
something
getting
or
the
on this
same
strip.
thing. I know. Everyone's got the same scores.
Alright, let's go for the board. Let's go for the left board. Oh, we got a
Jamie
ball.
has a ball. Sandy didn't.
My back's...
Oh,
Southman got a 1.
Flatline didn't. Oh, Sandy got a, don't know, 3.
3.
Oh, but I didn't. I think the IATF might be in touch with us actually to see if we can commentate on finals.
I'm waiting for their phone call every day, to be honest. Sandy missed the clutch.
Oh, but I didn't. Hooray! Oh, miss.
Southman missed.
We don't know. Flatline didn't. Herman's Ian Bookworm. I think James has come as
The Crow.
the goth off every TV programme ever made. The sketchy goth looking person in every year.
The school shooter.
Jesus.
Is that allowed?
No. But do you know what, right? And I've noticed this a lot on TV.
Yeah.
So, not so much now, because I think Stranger Things has had a big influence actually on it. But a lot of the time on like American TV dramas and stuff, the metalheads or the goths are usually the mean ones or the bullies or like yeah. But in English TV, it's the opposite.
Yeah. They're generally the nice kids.
The ones who are bullied, which is weird. But then I suppose in Stranger Things it was different. It was very different because it's kind of made cool to be a little bit more alternative.
I don't know. Is it still like that in America? Like if people saw, like I mean, if I see James coming, I just think, Like,
Yeah,
it's not really. It doesn't really cross my mind as anything apart from to notice that obviously he's dressed in full goth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Versus obviously in America, they've. Yeah.
I know, yeah. Maybe it is just a thing that I don't know.
Then again, though, I do sort of look and think when they sort of like that kind of like badass American one where he's like listening to all like the heavy metal and all that kind of stuff. They look generally badass, whereas the ones here are sort of like in a Fiat Punto listening to New Monkey.
I don't know. I think I'd still be more scared of a gang of people in like tracksuits coming towards me.
I mean, round here I would, but that's just because.
Yeah.
But even then, like
I suppose does it just kind of fall on in your area? What are the most stereotypical people who are going to cause trouble? Now round here, it's more chavvy type people.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that if someone walks up to me in gym gear, I'm going to be like, ah! Like,
I think there's a certain amount like how you look to it. I mean, if someone walks up to me in gym gear, generally I look and I think they've probably just come from the gym, or they've probably just come from work
Yeah.
or doing something.
Yeah.
But if someone like bounces up to me with like jaw hanging down here somewhere, like, oh, you've got like what? I'm like, oh my days, here we go. Jaw swinging by his ankles.
I don't think I've ever been, what's the word, felt threatened or felt scared if I've seen a gang of like goths or even like what we used to call moshers.
Yeah.
Ever. But maybe that's just because a lot of people who I grew up with were like that, so I was like, oh.
I think it is what you grow up with. I mean,
who knows? I suppose as well though, for film and TV, it's easy to make someone look menacing like that, innit?
yeah, I mean, in the right light and in a dark alley, you could probably make James look really menacing. I mean,
James, it makes me laugh just thinking about James being menacing.
next time I've got like a dodgy deal going, bring him along for muscle.
Excuse me, who are you looking at?
I think it works as long as he doesn't talk.
No, yeah.
Like, I could quite happily have him sitting there silent, like, if you don't do what I say, my friend is going to mess you up, and just have like James stood there looking at them menacing.
Yeah.
What happened to smuggling? He looks really just upset.
I don't think he knows if it's in or not.
What's he on for? Oh, he'd be on for a 27
He's probably
if it is.
upset that he didn't wear a fancy dress costume and now he feels left out. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, looks like
Let
that was a
him
miss.
off because he's in college or school or whatever and has priorities.
I mean,
Not that he has to pay rent or anything like that, but I'm not asked to put this on.
it's not the rent that's the problem. I feel like there's a part of your child that dies the first time you get a council tax bill and realise you're getting 200 taken off you for literally nout.
Do you not think the worst thing was when you first get your pay slips, when you first have it, like your tax on it? Like you'll have like a pay slip without it on because you don't have it for a while, do you? And then all of a sudden you're like, where's it gone?
I have 2 student loans. You should see how much drops off mine.
Well, I haven't started paying my second one back yet. I'm still in uni doing it.
So I at one point had a private student loan, an undergrad student loan, and a postgrad student loan. So before I even saw my money, that was all gone.
Yeah.
But we finally bought our house today.
Yay!
We now actually own our home.
Oh, the one that you're in?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The one that we've been in for 2 years trying to get the deal through on it.
Christ. So were you renting it to begin with and then you bought it, basically?
Well, the weird thing is, it's my nan's house.
Oh, right, okay.
And she was looking, basically, she got to a point where my granddad died. She didn't want to stay in it by herself, so she moved into a home and was going to sell it. And we said, well, we'll move in and pay rent until we can buy it off you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But then, like I said, about a year's gone by where we've been trying to buy the house.
Yeah.
And it's just been held up in various, like, mortgaging nonsense and, like,
It's
legal.
so ridiculous, isn't it? Like, everything you need to do to buy a house.
It wouldn't be so bad, but it's between family. Like, I'm literally trying to buy a house off me nan. She's quite happy to just be like...
I know, why can you not just give your nan the money and then it's your house?
I mean, I would have kind of understood if there was something shady happening, like if she sort of like sold the house for like half of what it was worth or something like that, where someone being like, "Why? But is there something going on here?"
Is that not her choice to do? If she owns the house, is it not up to her? Like, could she not just give you the house if she wanted to? I know, maybe not.
Yes and no. So it gets weird. So you start getting caught up in weird laws around like inheritance tax and people trying to dodge inheritance tax, and you also get caught up in stuff like. So she's in a home at the moment, and she pays for that home out of. But if she ever couldn't pay for that home, and she'd sold half of her house, she'd sold her house for half of its value.
Right.
Then you get people coming after going, well, you've
you.
clearly given that away as a
Yeah.
gift, and now you owe us it.
Wow.
But
That's a lot.
It's really stupid, but to
It
be
is.
honest, if she had actually just turned around and been like, I'm not going to save any money, I haven't got a house and anything, the government would have paid for it all for her.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? I think it's very odd. Me and Kyle, because, it won't be an issue going forward, but because I've been actually a director for very long, I didn't have a self-assessment thing, so we struggled even renting, because we didn't have a proof of income, because basically they emailed my work to ask to confirm my pay, but then because it was me
You were just
that
on the phone,
answered, I was like, yes, I can confirm this is right. Here's my pay slip, and they were like, oh, we can't accept this. We need a self-assessment or whatever. And I said, I don't have one. I haven't been a director long enough to do one.
Right.
And they were like, oh well, you need a guarantor. I was like, I don't need a guarantor. I've just given you all my pay and everything, which was enough in the first place. But luckily it was a private landlord and he was happy with everything that it was. But I can't even imagine me and Carl trying to buy a house. It'd be a nightmare.
This is where, so I actually was tempted to go independent and just work as a contractor, and this was the only reason I didn't. Which, to be fair, given current situations, I might end up going back to the idea of doing.
Yeah.
Decaf said he wanted a website, Megan. That'll see us through the first.
Yeah. There's a lot of games tonight, isn't there?
It does feel like it.
There's 30 something on each side.
Jeez.
I think maybe 31 and 32 or something.
I was going to say, I don't know who we've had absent, but I've noticed it's been a bit light on the ground the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so West Club hasn't been in the last few weeks. Bella was missing. I don't know who else, to be honest.
Is that another one from Bella?
Yeah. Woo!
Gee, she's raking her into nice.
To be fair, when she puts her mind to it, she's really good. I think this will be her last league, to be honest, though. She's going to uni and she's taken the summer off before it completely. And I think she's got holidays towards the end of May as well and stuff, so I don't think she'll be doing another one.
Oh, so will this be the...
Which is fair, she's 17.
I mean, yeah.
She's 18 in April and I think she's planning on enjoying it, which...
She does right, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
If she goes to uni and moves out and everything, it gets... I don't know, I find in uni it's easy, but then you kind of have to live with the consequences of it more. It's weird,
I know. Yeah,
it's...
if you're in uni, you want to go out and party, fair enough, but you're going to be hungover in that uni. Whereas she's got a full summer to
do what she wants and just enjoy it. No, she does right. Has she actually got into uni now? I know before she'd interviewed
has been
and she was
accepted, I think, in York.
Oh, that would be nice. Love York.
Yeah. So I think she's gonna look for a part-time job there. Thought that was a baby. Thought Claire had the baby.
Can you imagine if you message going, just going to finish me games and I'll be there?
I know, yeah, probably. Hang on, I'm on for an 81.
That's nice, but I'll be there in a bit.
I know, yeah.
I genuinely think Tana's going to go into labour during the playoffs.
Do you? I hope so.
I put money on it. I should have seen if I could get a sweepstake going here for put the
Yeah,
dates on when she actually goes in.
I know. I've predicted that Claire's is going to be on the 13th.
What made you think that date? That's like a...
I like that number. And
how edgy.
She's due on the 9th, I think, so I just went a couple of days late. Everything when we were doing the little cards for when we were doing the cards for when we were guessing stuff when stuff was, I kept putting everything 81, so I was like, it's going to be born at 801, it's going to be £8 and 11 and 1 hour. Oh.
Jeez, I can't decide if I'm cold or hot or not. It's like... I'm going to stick my jacket back on. What have we got going at the moment? Very, very pregnant.
I know she was.
Ah, you see the bump now? She's like,
Was she?
yeah, she's 19th. But to be honest, even she's got that feeling it's not going to get to the 19th. Like, it's, I don't know, because they said pretty much from Sunday onwards, they said it could come any time between like Sunday just gone and over the next 3 weeks. And even she's got that feeling that I'm not going to get to the 19th.
As long as she's alright, that's alright, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's, apart from obviously like being like tired, and she's pretty happy in herself, and everything, we've been for all the checks, and apparently they're saying everything looks healthy, everything looks like it should. Yeah, we had to go in for an extra scan because he went from being, so he said like there was the average sort of size of them, and it went from, he kind of followed the curve of it, and then there was 1 week where he just went from being about the small end of average to the big end of average, but it was like a sort of massive jump, so they had to bring her in to check. Yeah, which obviously didn't make her happy because it went from being about a £6 baby to about an £8 baby, and
Coming up about a few stone.
wait, her sister-in-law, she had two, so her brother has 2 kids, and both of them came out at £10. So she started, when he jumped up in size, at the worry it was going to be another £10 baby.
Tell her all that anyway.
Will do. Who have we got? To be fair, for throwing them one leg, he's putting in a fair old effort. If this is in, that's a 74? Yeah, 74 from S Club. Now we'll measure on the left. Well, I am. I was wanting to go grab a coffee if you could hold it down for a second whilst I go grab one.
Hello, hello, hello. So on the left board we currently have Sarge versus Chucky, and on the right we have Snotters versus Southman. Southman up fresh off his first 20. Oh! Competitive 27. That's an unfortunate drop there. On the other lane, currently tied, 10 apiece. And Southman finding a form after that drop. Snotter's golden clutch. Will Southman match him? Parables on the other lane, Southman steps up. Oh, slightly low for the clutch there. Throwing well though. That unfortunate drop off throwing him off his game. Oh, Chucky dropping out of board 6 there. Sarge just missing. Parables on lane 7 and 8, matched on lane 5 and 6. That's wonderful to hear. We have more bulls from the farmers market on the weekends. Saturday. We have what I think is Elton John playing in the background. I'm checking the wrong league. And we're joined back by Tricky Dicky with his coffee, so I shall let him in the corner.
Just going to stick my coffee on the side. Got a quiet street tonight. Not many. Without the wine club, there's not a lot of time.
Well, it makes it difficult.
It does by yourself, at least if you've got people on.
You end up just. Oh, I think Snowdrifts is slightly wide there. Thumb goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, you really are on this.
Yeah, I know. Well, I did ask for a late one today. Like I said, I got caught up at work, so I thought I was going to be late.
Don't you work from home?
Yes. I'll tell you about the situation off stream.
Ah, fair enough. 3 games there, I'm up for my penultimate game of the league.
Yeah.
Sorry, bit my finger. Oh. If a salesman toured it in, he wouldn't have half the problems.
You have to with a Reaper, that's the thing.
Yeah, he's landing very, very flat. Once he builds up a bit more experience.
His problem is from. I mean, to be fair, one of our resident coaches might have a different opinion, but for me, it's when he's throwing back, he's taking the axe back past his field of view, so he can't watch his axe as he's going forward. And for me, once your axe goes, you can take the axe back to there or as far as you want, but once it gets out of your field of vision, you lose the ability to line the axe up straight with the board.
Yeah, you could be right with that.
Like, I think if he took the axe a little bit less far back, he'd be able to
no, he could
place
be
it
onto
better.
There. He still has a very rookie throw.
Yeah.
And it's coming there. Down the centre there by the chuck. Just to prove never upset a little woman with a big axe. World-size matches. Exiles falls upon the building. Oh, but we're on to clutches.
Yeah.
I thought we're going to have to get a stabilizer to retrieve that axe, it went so high.
I mean, luckily he's got a long handle.
Yeah, little legs though. After getting cocky in practice the other day, I can't do clutches with big axe very well now.
You were feeling quite full of yourself the other day on the big axe practice.
Yeah, it went. After that Premier clutch, it just went.
I don't think there's ever been a time I've been at practices with you where you felt the need to stop me mid-throw to tell me about you getting a clutch.
Because you've been mocking me. I just needed to prove that I could do. I'm quite enjoying big axe.
What's happening on that board on the right there?
Which right board?
7 and 8.
Lane 8 in the 3. Is that what you're referring
sorry,
to?
the board just took a while to catch up. The boards on there were showing different scores to what I could clearly see they'd just done.
Sometimes happens that.
Yeah.
I think it's just axe score being axe score, to be honest with you.
I was kind of hoping Austin was going to be on, because I was going to arrange with him if he was about to sort out making a back end for the front end of axe scores he's done.
Tuesday, I think he's going to pop on.
I might ask him about what he fancies doing with it there, because if he's up for it, that could be fun.
I could send you his Instagram handle.
I don't have Insta.
It's a bit of a dying platform, Instagram.
The problem with Instagram for me is that very quickly after getting too into Instagram, you realise it's really bad for you.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought he...
Fucking hell, Flatline. He's going to do it to himself again, isn't he?
Yeah. He's the new James.
Yeah.
But he comes in, he throws cold. Like Stone Cold. Well, I think I'm your first game, so that'll be a pleasant warm-up for you.
I can't believe we're already at 9 o'clock. I'm not complaining I haven't thrown an axe. I did message Carl to go on late.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can't believe we're already at 9 o'clock.
Go!
I'm guessing all my games probably are going to be the last sort of 4 games thrown.
Not far off. I didn't realise we're at 9 o'clock. This could explain why I'm flagging. I'm sure the leagues used to wrap up about 9:30 at one point.
I don't know.
I'm sure I remember making it to Burger King. And they closed at 10.
Is that the one at Thinford?
Yeah. I love a Burger King. Far superior to McDonald's, but just really poor closing times.
Do you know what my problem is though with Burger King? If I was going to pay Burger King prices, I'd get 5 Guys.
This is where you're going wrong. Download the app. If you download the Burger King app, the majority of the... He's here all night. Oh, unlucky mix there. But yeah, if you download the Burger King app, they often do deals and discounts. So you get... My favourite was the 2 Royales.
Oh, I have seen, yeah. I had a friend who used to do it, like order his food off that. Tell you the real one to go for though, if you're going for like app ordering, Domino's.
If I buy pizza, I tend to buy local.
See, I have to. If I can, I'll go to Need a Slice. Like if I'm in a position like it's a Saturday and I could plan and then go out to a place, I'll go there. If I can't, then I'll order from Domino's.
That's fair. Need a Slice is a bit of a treat for me. I'll be honest. We have one that's just by the studio I used to run. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Burger King out. Yeah, sure.
9.99. 2 what? Oh, me. Why are these all like vegetarian?
You have chicken as well.
Yeah, it's not a bad price at
So
that.
if you get the app, it works out cheaper and works out like more worthwhile. Because I have to admit, I was put off by Burger King prices.
Yeah, it's nice food. It just. Once I'm at that price point, I'm kind of like, I'm only a couple of quid shy of just going to a 5 Guys.
I don't know where the nearest 5 Guys is. I've never been to one.
Teesside.
I'm going to drive it to Teesside.
I mean, I wouldn't drive to...
Oh!
Has he done that?
I think he's in there.
That's high. Oh, no.
It's on a Reaper, remember?
True. No, well, me and Tanner have to go for a trip up to Mama's and Papa's on the weekend, so we'll be right near the 5 Guys anyway.
Yeah, fair.
Is it just me, or does Bookworm's attire just generally suit him? Like,
Oh, it really does.
I imagine that's just how he dresses all the time.
Yeah, I think it is.
And if it's not, it should be.
He's an archaeologist, if I remember right, by trade.
Is he?
Or by training.
Also a fencer. And apparently his partner's a very good fencer.
Really?
Yes.
How much do we charge per foot?
I once built a fence.
You're caught on the fence. Is it still standing?
Yes.
Oh.
Me and my mate, basically, my mate's dad who was actually like I don't know what the term would be, but he puts up walls.
Yeah.
Not like a builder, like dry walls, like internal walls. Like he wouldn't build like a brick wall. He's not a bricklayer.
The plasterer?
No, he...
Dry border?
Yeah, that's
Framer?
no, dry border. That's the one. Well, basically, he was wanting some work to do, so he asked me and his son, like my mate, if we'd give him a hand with this. 5 minutes into the job, my mate managed to stand on an upturned nail, went in and his mum and sister looked after him for the rest of the day, whilst me and his dad put up the fence.
Yeah, I've been there. Some boy getting a lecture on etiquette? I don't know. I just heard
That's
tell
your hairbrush stands silent. You could say you come as Amelia Earhart.
That was fucking brilliant. Yes.
Yeah. I've got nothing to say to that.
Oh, he's got another one.
He looks upset with it. Oh no, why did he bounce?
Wait, have you seen his other scores?
Oh.
If he could hit balls, he'd be lethal.
I mean, if he wasn't throwing a Reaper, he'd probably managed to hit them better.
Yeah.
At some point I did want to ask him, why the Reaper?
I think it's all behind him. I think it's all behind him.
Do they not sell the ones that are like up on the wall?
Some of the ones on the wall belong to people.
Ah.
And so it's a bit like Bullseye. This is what you can bought.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, right. I'm going to have to nicotine and lube because I'm up after this game, I believe.
Fair.
I'm restarting the old nicotine and weed before every game.
Surely that makes you more shaky having the nicotine before a game. S Club and Decaf both thrown well. And Teach and Reaper on the left.
It's a nice couple of clutches.
And that's a clean first round on the right. This could be an interesting game on the left as well. Ooh. No, it was enough. That was enough for Reaper.
How long are you going to go on? I want somebody I'm sick of being there by myself. I can't believe how much I mean, I'm not throwing I know I'm throwing a different axe now, but I can't believe how much my game's gone downhill since my last time.
What axe are you throwing now?
That plumber noses.
Wait. Why are you throwing that plumber noses though?
Because I'm getting that plum, I've got that plum coming from...
Oh, is this your victory? Yeah. Yeah.
That's coming from juice, so I want to get used to the weight of the plum again.
Fair.
Yeah, I know.
That's unlucky from Reaper.
Oh no. Nobody starts like that. Fucking disappear. Leg presses for sure. It really is.
Decaf with a drop on board 8. Be unfortunate if that's if the game's decided by a drop, that's going to really hurt. Imagine they'll both go clutches on this. Oh no, why is he deferring? It's not the way to win. Yeah. If anything, you should have thrown it at the same time, maybe try to add a bit of pressure. Oh, he made the clutch. It's a good set of scores. Unfortunate from S Club not to finish up with an 81. And we have Smuggler versus Carlo on the right. It'd be nice to see Smuggler get a nice game out of this, given I think he's been a bit disheartened by his previous games. Oh, that's not what he wanted. car bomb's still going up. It's transfer smuggle at the time of the game. Unfortunate. See, unfortunately, I think the axe is still a bit long for him. By the way, no. Dan, have you been following the polo lately?
I have actually.
Shit!
Tragic how he shot that horse point blank in the face in front of him.
It's a mistake I felt myself trying to make your throw suit the axe instead of getting an axe that suits your throw. I think the comp thrower suits him, but he needs to go for something a little bit shorter. I'll just take another maybe half inch, quarter inch off that. What are you looking for? Sorry, I'm losing track of which game I'm watching here. It's another couple of balls up on the left. Smuggler putting a decent performance in this game. Alex in as well. It's enough for car bomb will go. She's doing 100% clutch. Oh, he's staying down. Understandably, because it wins the game, but he's made it, and she's not. He'll win the game on that, but he doesn't look happy about it. And I kind of get why. It's actually one of the reasons I first started doing the 100% clutch was, I remember it was, God, this would have been sort of my second season. And I think by that point, Carl sort of recommended to some of the people who were starting to show as being really good throwers and with a lot of potential, started recommending that they do 100% clutch and still try and make playoffs. And so I decided that after that season, so now my third season, that I would also do 100% clutch because I didn't like the idea of winning only by virtue of the fact that someone else had thrown 100% clutch. Like, I think I did end up getting a couple of wins by that similar way, like staying down when they went up, and it just didn't feel like a good win. Mind you, going 100% clutch has its own issues because then you get into a feeling of like not winning, and that can annoy some people. But I think it depends on whether your focus is on improving as a player or whether your focus is on winning games. Personally, for me, if I'm doing 100% clutch, I have no issue with losing, but I will get annoyed with my own score if I can't actually back that up and hit the clutches. Also, we just take a second to call out here. The bookworm is literally single-handedly adding a touch of class to here. Like, simply by putting on a flat cap and a suit, he is raising the tone. Well done, sir. Well done. I do miss Obadiah throwing his baby Agdor. I'm always a fan of seeing like some vintage axes getting thrown, and that was a nice one. Incidentally, I'm thinking, so if I can get my hands on the Warriors Hammerhead, getting James from Northern Axeworks to rehandle it with potentially like a Jesse Reedish style curve on it. Like, I have a Jesse Reed one that's got a curve, and I quite like throwing the curved axe. That with a That with a Warrior's Hammerhead, I think, could be quite a fun axe. But then I'm sort of falling into the same trap myself, actually, of once again I'm picking an axe that I want to throw versus throwing an axe that would probably be good for me. Is Obadiah actually calling for a measure after Bella got a drop? Well, thank God for that. Not to take pleasure out of someone getting a 3, but calling for a measure on something that sketchy after the other person dropped is just... And here is El Calzador, stepping up with half the reason we go through so many boards. Where did he put that? Sorry, that's not me being harsh. It's just I've seen him hit Premier Bulls pretty consistently with an axe the size of a tombstone. Although, incidentally, not the largest axe you can get. S Club with the 3. Leg might be hampered because he's usually pretty consistent on the big axe and has put quite a bit of work into it. Yeah, that's a bit more like it from El Calzador. Sorry I've not been commentating on the ride. Obadiah's clearly putting a bit of pageantry into it and I've just not been following. Oh, I'm going to steal his glasses. I feel like I look like I'm in fancy dress now. I mean, I'm not, but oh god, these are awful. I cannot wear that. Not because I can't see, it's just I don't want to. Like, it really hurt my eyes looking through them. Oh, I am struggling for conversation. If there's anyone in the chat who could help me out with a bit of crack, that'd be grand. Otherwise, I am going to have to start dragging people in. Let's give this a go. Bookworm! Bookworm! James! Am I in a bubble back here? Bookworm! I'm running dry for commentary. Do you fancy jumping on for a bit?
Sure.
So, being joined by Bookworm, our newest rookie in the league. This is your first league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. How have you found it?
Oh yeah, it's very fun. Yeah, I haven't done particularly well, bottom of the league, but someone's got to be there.
To be fair, we all were at some point starting out. I mean, it's so a lot of people who do their first league will join the Sunday league, which is never thrown an 81, which generally, as the name implies, a lot of the people here have at some point thrown an 81 and therefore have been for quite a while.
Yeah.
Like it's probably one of those things where if you joined the Sunday league, you might have found it easier. But then at the same time, if you're playing for your own improvement,
yeah,
it doesn't matter who you're throwing against. If you're really throwing against yourself anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could only get better because I'd only been to like 3 practices.
Oh, so you've done like a few
I was
before?
Very, very raw. And I mean, yeah, on what was it? Week 3 of the league is when I changed my throw style to anything other than just chucking it up a wall.
No, we were saying this earlier. So one of the sort of things people tend to do as a beginner is they bring the axe right back here, and it's getting the knack of having the axe in front of you. Because as long as you can kind of track, as long as you can sort of track the eye from like the axe from leaving your hand to into the board, you have an ability to sort of straighten a little, and you'll find you get less drops. You'll be able to actually aim it more. Where obviously when people start out, it's more just lobbing the axe and hoping it sticks.
Yeah, I was doing like a swing from the shoulder and throwing it from the side. It wasn't pretty. It was effective. I was getting my clutches.
Yeah.
It's a new style. I'm not getting clutches like ever.
I found that. So when I started switching to doing the in-front throw, getting it directly into the ball was better, but actually getting the extra height was a bit of hard work for it.
Yeah.
You probably benefit at some point having a word with either Carl or Dan or Kat or someone, and they can run you through how to get the clutches better, because it's not so much about actually aiming higher, there's a bit more to it in like a bigger step. I mean, everyone throws differently, but I remember when I was doing it, I thought I'm just going to throw the axe higher, and found I had the same problem where I just couldn't aim it with any sort of consistency.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think you'll be joining us for the next league?
Probably, yeah.
Nice.
Starts in April.
Believe so, yeah. I probably won't be a part of that one on the Monday.
Yeah.
Just having a kid, so I can only really sort of justify doing one league. And I'm probably going to go for the Prem one instead of Standard.
When's the Prem one?
Prem one's Tuesday night.
Right. Okay.
So do you know Prem rules?
I know in the Prem clutch it has to be like, the axe has to be straight across.
Yeah, so essentially it's with Prem. So you know, with Standard we measure is the axe more in the bull or more in the red?
Yeah.
Essentially. So with Prem, if so much as a millimetre of the axe isn't in the bull, it's a 3. And if it's not 100% in the 3, it will be a 1, and so on.
Yeah, that's punitive.
So I quite like it because it saves on a lot of measuring. So one of the things I sometimes think takes a bit of the pace out of this game is when you sort of sat there and you're measuring, did he get a 5, did he get a 3, did he like... Yeah. Whereas obviously with Prem, you can kind of just eyeball it and go, well, is it in or not?
Yeah.
And although there's a couple of times when people go like, and because obviously the way they spray the boards, you can see that like there's a little bit of bleed. Sometimes you'll have to hold like a credit card up just to be like, yeah, that's in or no, it's not. But I don't know, for me it makes the pace move a bit quicker.
Yeah. I do archery as well, and archery has very different rules for the target because it's much more forgiving. It's if it's touching the next colour up, it's that one. So like.
Oh, so it goes the other way. So as long as you're touching the bull a bit, it's a bull.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could get. I mean, obviously it's different because it's not a straight edge of a blade. It's just a point. But like, if it's broken the paper of the target, it counts as the next one up.
Are the bands smaller as well?
Yeah. If there's any doubt, it moves up immediately. So in that way, it's similar in that it's target based, but it's different in that like it's a lot easier to get a good score because you kind of automatically bumped up.
Yeah. I suppose it doesn't matter which way you do it as long as it's consistent amongst everyone. Yeah. And like you said, with that being with smaller targets at a far further range with a smaller scoring point, I can imagine that it's not as much of an issue as it is here where you've got a bigger target that you're stood closer to, like actually getting it in. Yeah, you kind of do need to favour it the other way.
Yeah. So we do have boards approximately this sized. Can't remember what they're called, but then like the competition boards are much smaller. The entire target, all bands can fit easily inside the red of that, and then obviously you're like 40 feet away. Yeah. So. Do you find it's translated much? Like when you sort of like the way you approach archery and the way you approach this, are they similar or is it totally different? Are there any parallels that kind of sped you along with learning? Because to be fair, for someone who has started as your first season, you have picked up fairly quick on actually being able to aim it in. It's very different, and then also for me personally, archery comes naturally. Like I took everything off the bow. All the weights and measures and everything, and I mean I wouldn't say I'm hitting the bullseye every time, but pretty good, 75% of the time bullseye. Okay, just because it comes naturally, like it just feels right, and I'm a very it just when I feel like it's going to be a good shot, it's a good shot. With this, I feel like I'm going to get in the bullseye, and I just throw it at the floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't come as innately to me.
I suppose part of it as well is you've got the rotation to consider, whereas obviously in archery it just goes direct to target.
Yeah.
Here you've got that extra element where you can over or under rotate and...
Yeah, and you've got to watch your footing and all of that. With archery, you're standing dead still. You just make sure you turn nicely.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's similar with the draw. In archery, you've got to draw to the same spot at every time. You've got to hold it in the same place every time.
Is that more just as you're getting better, you have to get that consistent, almost like the muscle memory of it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that like the arrow goes where you're pointing, but also adjusting where you're holding the string on the back also means it goes up and down, left to right.
Oh, is that how?
So yeah.
So you don't just actually. So it's not just you just holding out the camera. You don't just tilt up and down. You kind of actually this hand stays static and the.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's all over the show. There's very many axes that you have to try and get correct. So one of the things is that consistency of drawing to the same spot. So like corner of your lip, bottom of your ear, behind the jaw.
Oh, fair. Is that everyone? Is that just your way? Is that kind of just where you? Okay.
So people naturally tend to one or the other. It also depends on the type of bow that you use. If you're using like a bare bow or a long bow, you can't physically pull it back that far. You're going to go to the corner of your mouth. Whereas if you're using like a composite bow or a compound bow, you can hold that at full extension behind your ear as long as you want. So to relate it back to the axe throwing, it's very similar in that you've got to get that repetition of your stance and where you put your feet and how big your step is and how you release and all of that.
That probably is why you managed to improve quicker, actually, just knowing that. So that was something that I didn't necessarily pick up on when I started. The skill of it was actually watching your feet, watching your hands, making sure you... Yeah. Essentially, it was more getting the repetition down that took me a while to get more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment in my axe throwing journey. Is I'm just trying to like learn what the steps are that I'm supposed to be doing to get that repetition.
So what got you into it in the first place? Like, did you just come for like a sort of birthday session, or?
No, I just wanted to try something new with my girlfriend. So like we did archery. She does fencing as well. We just tried a variety of sports and things to do, and I enjoyed it. It was a challenge for me.
Fair.
So she stuck with the fencing, I've stuck with the axe throwing and archery. Yeah,
that's fair.
So that's why I'd only been like 3 times, is because I'd been once with her, once with my brother, and then came by myself once, and then joined the league.
Yeah, it's good to join the league. There's a few people I've seen who've kind of like thrown a little bit by themselves and then almost been very hesitant to join the league, like kind of a bit like, oh, but if I join, like, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you'll get playing against people makes you throw better, and it makes you like learn quicker away. I mean, I can come down by myself and I'll throw, but it's a completely different experience than coming down and actually throwing against people in a series of like set matches.
Yeah. Well, the other thing for me is being a lefty. None of the coaches are left-handed. So like they could tell me what to do, but they couldn't show me. So I found it very helpful being here and watching. There's a few lefties. I know Teacher's one. There's another couple.
I've forgotten who the other lefty is now. Teacher's one of our.
There's a guy as well.
It is. Who is it now who throws left as well?
Can't remember.
That's going to bug me now.
Yeah.
Who else is a southpaw? I've seen a few people throwing it, but...
So being able to actually watch people who are already good and sort of mimic their style and then tweak it till it suits me, because like Teach has a very interesting throwing style, shall we say. A lot of flailing.
I'll be honest and say, actually, although I do rate Teach as a really good thrower, she's not one whose style I've ever particularly looked at. Probably more because she is left-handed in it, so I've never really watched for that sense. But no, I get what you mean in terms of sometimes watching the way other people... You do pick things up by watching the way other people throw. Like, for example, if you look at how Dan's throwing now, one of the things he told me to do was he puts all of his weight onto his pivoting leg before stepping forward. So before that, I always used to step, like, do the opposite. I'd step back in almost like how I'd stand for sort of snowboarding, putting all my weight on my back leg. But if you see him now, he puts all of his weight on his left, and it's just a step forward, like as if he was just doing a normal, naturally flowing into a sort of, as if he was going to start walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one thing I've tried to do that I've not been particularly good with is, so the part that I've taken from Scratch was the other one I've watched for her throw quite a bit. She has a tendency to sort of extend her arm out all the way as she throws.
Yeah.
I wish I could get the knack of doing that. Like I do it, but then I don't keep it in my head consistently when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Also, that he's having an unfortunate night tonight, Smuggler. Like I think
He is, yeah.
I think one of the things I've noticed about this sport is that it's very much, there's a lot of mental game to it, and once you get thrown off, or like you get a couple of drops and take it heavy. Me up.
Right, well, I'm all alone in the commentary booth now. So, you're welcome, everyone.
Oh,
Hello, Carl.
down the fort?
I am holding down the fort.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Jamie's here now.
Oh, good. Jamie's here. Okay, you won't be bored, Steph. Hello, Jamie.
Hello. I thought I'd come and join you. I saw Tricky going up for his first game of the night.
Really? First game of the night?
Yeah, that's why he's getting 3 practice throws.
Gee, you must have been bored, Steph. No
Yeah.
wonder he was on the commentary.
Yeah,
Give him something to do. I've already had 5 matches tonight. I'm exhausted.
I've had 4.
Yeah.
And I've got 1 more to go. Have you got many left?
No, I'm finished.
I've got to play Simply Gimply.
Okay. Which one's that?
Simply Gimply is...
Will you stop fucking putting stuff off the wall, man? It's not the fucking wood, it's the fucking pizza boxes and the fucking drinks. Why is there a drink out of the desk?
It's my life, I'll do what I want.
I was just going to point out maybe you shouldn't just have things balanced on the wall. Sounds like a you problem.
Not really, I'm not the one getting hit in the head with them.
Please don't upset him when I'm in the middle. He's not playing that night. It's like a boxer restraining from fornication before a match.
No, to be perfectly honest, I'm trying to keep it so my back doesn't seize up. Honestly, like I rifled through 160 12-foot planks today to try and pick out 22 of them. Out of 160, there was 22 that were usable, and then I managed to get some 8-foot ones at the same time. The 12-foot ones are getting delivered tomorrow. But yeah, my back is in bits today. That's my excuse when I get beat up along.
So just so you're aware, Kral Manson, or Genghis Kral as he may be known, has been throwing wood all day. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah.
Apparently 122 boards.
It's a lot of wood.
It has been said that he enjoys playing with wood.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm watching this game intensely.
I was about to commentate on it at the same time.
Because it's not been 18 minutes yet. Backs a pair of bulls there by Tricky in his first match.
Yeah.
Doing quite well, the fact he's thrown cold. I think Jim's had a couple of games. Reaper up. Oh! Sorry, Tricky.
Reaper's on for a unicorn.
Boo!
Just thrown through it last time.
And then Reaper's on 281s for the
380
tonight.
3.
Jeep.
I'm forgetting how to hold 3 fingers up tonight. I held 4 up like...
You're a spy. Yeah.
Don't kill me in the basement. But yeah, just, my mind went blank. I hit a 3, I went... I've hit that point.
Yeah.
Heisenberg moving around in that thing sounds like when you take a big draw off your bed.
Yeah, it does.
Like when you went, and that's what it sounds like when you take a big draw.
I can't wait to see Heisenberg do the party dance at the end. Can't wait to see you do a little dance at the end.
Yeah.
We'll be able to stick 1 million balloons to the roof from the friction.
Also, I need to wrestle the T-Rex costume off of Sophie. So I want to have a go in that before I go home. The T-Rex costume, just to clarify.
Yeah. Sophie? Sophie? Can Bookworm wear you like a coat? Can Bookworm wear your dinosaur outfit? Yes. I do.
He just wants to see you out of it.
There we go. Oh! My foot's up. Let me knock out
He's taking it off so the bookworm can wear it.
Sophie, you've chosen the perfect point there. Just to keep... Oh! Tricky took it again. Ruins it first throw and comes clean. Look at that little happy thumbs up. Bella hits another clutch. We're not going to mention it. I was really looking at Pilata when she hit a dip and form.
Sorry?
I played Bella when she
when she was in a dip.
Oh, Jim going wide there for a 3. Tricky takes it without her. I hope you've taken your shoes off. It might stop it from ripping.
Because if you didn't take the shoes off.
And here comes. Tricky looking bamboozled by simple things. Oh, Smuggler hitting an unfortunate 3. Bella down the bull again.
Sit down for 10 minutes, Jimmy. I really want to play a game now.
I can imagine.
Oh, is Bella on for another one?
Yeah, final throw. Yes, B! Woo!
That's 4.
That's the 431 for Bella tonight. Throw more tonight than many throws will throw in a lifetime. What's the record for 81s in one night? For a Standard League?
4. I think Bella's just 7.
I see. I know a couple of people have been close with 3s, but... It must be a daunting prospect for the Southman to face Bella on the form she is.
And she's faffed it.
Oh. Oh, well, couldn't last forever. Do we have anybody else there actually watching us? Are we still live? Oh,
What?
just look at the drop frames.
It's not a lot. 0.3%. It's not a massive amount.
It depends when we drop them. If we're all together, it might look a bit dodgy.
Yeah. I'd rather they were all together. One little blip and then that's it.
Yeah. We are streaming at quite a high frame rate now.
This is true.
Oh, she missed the clutch as well. It seems to be with Bella.
Go that way, you're blocking the stream.
Actually, just walk in front so we can all see it.
You're going to go Overwatch.
Yeah. Bookworm, just walk in front. That's right, we are being attacked by dinosaurs.
Dinosaur walking around in dress shoes.
You don't see that every day in Bishop. How does it inflate?
It's got a fan inside it.
Does it? I've often wondered that.
Dan, go do that.
Back to 3. Have we had any feedback from the IATF about
Oh my God, there is a better one.
We may have to do one more run.
Right, we're there. Right, are you ready?
That's right, boys and girls. No longer a Six and Axe Throwing podcast.
This is the how many versions of the Jurassic Park theme can we find podcast. Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Oh, Tricky Dickie's up again. Twice.
I still can't see my name.
I think you're on that board. I think you're behind the Bella Marathon.
Right, I have got a game on the left.
Is that game down at the end?
I don't know.
How many hours are we into the stream? 2 hours 47.
There should be 2 dead board games. Come back out of it.
Ba 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 ba. I don't know what to say anymore about this. Oh, we've had a glitch on the left. After a wonderful streak of 81, Bella took a dip in form. Oh, our Supreme Leader has finally got a game. Finally taking his warm-up throws, goes straight for clutch, just for them alpha points. Sorry, I've just been asked if I've been recovered from the attack of a dinosaur. No, I actually haven't. My serious axe throwing live feed is just descending into lunacy and madness. We have Jeff Goldblum not going after the right dinosaur. We have somebody, yeah.
You mean you were expecting seriousness?
No.
Good evening.
Hello, Captain Pegleg.
Oh, how we doing, Henry?
I'm not bad. Hopping along.
I'd make some kangaroo noises, but I don't know what to do, so...
They click, don't they? Bit like dolphins.
Learn something new every day.
I'm sure we do. Wait, is it Skippy or somebody throwing them well? Or am I just getting back confused with Flipper? If anybody knows what noise a kangaroo makes, please let us know in the chat.
Please send it on a postcard.
Yeah. And if we have anybody out there from other axe throwing venues, remember to send us a couple of stickers for our walls. Our wall here. I've put a link to the website in the description down below. I'm feeling like a proper YouTuber. Remember to like and share. Every like is a good thing.
Are we going to do some glasses?
Some what? I'll do glasses.
Jesus wept.
Up to it.
This is taking so much energy today.
I can imagine. You're going to be fucked tomorrow.
I've got the MRI tomorrow.
Oh. I thought it wasn't too bad.
It's just to figure out if I need an operation or if I can just go with a brace. Hopefully it's the former.
I don't know, sometimes the operations you can be recovered quicker. Oh.
I mean, I accidentally walked on it the other night without the brace on, and I didn't even realise, so that says everything you need to know.
It doesn't pay to rush things.
Pops has the right idea.
He does. That conversation from about 2 hours ago.
I know. Right, wish me luck because
Best of luck.
I'm going dizzy.
Oh, that's not good. Hellraiser. So we are winding down the league tonight. We're facing the final matches off, which is why it's slightly longer. We had a couple of people miss a few weeks. Nice pair of bulls there on lane 5 and 6. Excellent with an injury playing the Southman, who just doesn't. We don't hold it against him. Oh, another 3 there by Southman. Tricky Dicky not throwing to his normal potential, missing the clutches. It is unfortunate, he has had a late start to the day, and he's up against Scratch. Oh, Southman with a drop there. Tricky Dicky and Scratch straight down the centre for a pair of bulls. Somebody called for a taxi, Durham must be scoring. Unfortunate 3 there by the Southman. I think, oh, Ashcliffe hasn't thrown a simple 3 like I thought he had. Nice pair of bulls there on lane 5 and 6. Currently 15 apiece on that lane. On lane 7 and 8, Ashcliffe is currently up by 4. But that screen isn't working. Currently 11 to 13 on lane 7 and 8. Oh, on lane 6, Tricky hits the clutch. Cat may have just nicked it in. Thumb goes up. God bless Standard. That pair of 27s on that lane. It was. Another pair of 5. On lane 7 and 8, we have Genghis Kral versus Club. Break no party like next Club. Oh, Southman with another unfortunate 3 there. Lovely pair of clean Premier Bulls on lane 5 and 6. We are throwing Standard League though. Jeff Goldblum on lane 7 gets checked out. Oh, drop there by Southman. Another pair of lovely Bulls on 5 and 6. This looks like Excellent's already taken the game 2 rounds. It can't be caught. Another 3 there by Southman. Oh, Tricky with a peculiar 5 there. Southman yeeting it into the 3 like he doesn't like it. A pair of clutches called on lane 5 and 6. Tricky gets it. Scratch goes high. Round to Tricky. Oh Jesus, my final game of the night is up. I'm up against Simply Indepenent. Another pair of lovely bulls there on lane 5 and 6. Oh, how's Tricky gone high? Please don't have gone high. Let him have it. It's being contested. See you have to do. I'm about to jump out. Give me one moment. I'm on lane 5 and 6, but I want to commentate this. Tricky there with being given the 5. Keeping the dream alive. Back into form right in the centre, throwing a clean Premier 5 there. He's really throwing fine on his way now. Had a couple of seasons where he didn't do his best, but he's got there. Another clean 5 there. The final act. Clutches, touch and tip for clutch. think it might be... No, thumb goes up. Tricky gets it for an 81. And cut with the 74. Right. Get play.
Stream is unattended. Oh. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to actually commentate on here. So on the left we have Obadiah doing his favourite job of wetting the boards. Oh, he's gone with a different technique this time. Usually he likes to wet above the target and let it dribble down. Turns out with the stream becoming more family friendly, he's decided to just spray the targets like a normal... Oh no, that was simply Gimply's board he was spraying. Oh, it is nice to see my old axe doing well. Actually, to be fair, that axe that Dan's Throwing's done its rounds at this point. First it was Carl's, then I had it for a bit, then I sold it to Noz, and Noz has sold it to Dan. I think we're holding the game on the right off until all of the games are played. As a finale for this league, we're going to be having Simply Gimply in, I believe, second place, facing off against Carl, who is in first. Yep. And we're transitioning to focus onto the left board face. How are we doing here? Obadiah and Simply Gimply 27s. This is Simply Gimply warming up for his final game. But on good form for it so far as well. Mind you, we'd expect nothing less from our Standard and Prem champion, current reigning champion. Why isn't that just your standard look? Why have you ever shown up here not wearing that? That's just how he belongs.
It's my standard look at work.
Yeah. You should...
Yeah, well, without the jacket, but the waistcoat. I work reception.
I thought... For some reason I thought you were an archaeologist. Ah. Oh. Doing a board change. Well, there isn't a lot to comment. You know what? There's literally nothing to commentate on. There's one board with nothing on it and one board they're doing a change on.
Make small talk with the screen.
I have been making small talk for the last 4 hours. I'm out of small talk. And we've been told we have to keep it family friendly now. Yeah. I have no idea. Demonetisation, trying to get a Saurine sponsorship. I don't know.
Yeah, the Saurine sponsorship.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about Saurine, you think like wholesome family, you know, like kids coming in from. I do. I mean, yeah, specifically you probably think of that. So is this your last league, or do you have another league? This is your. That's a shame. Are you? Oh. No, I get you. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's better to just sort of draw it a line and just say anything's on good terms.
So I'm going to be like, oh, what and then I'll put it. That's a good rate. Not a charity.
That's a shame, though. I hope they don't hire someone like Polite in. I hope they don't hire someone too polite to replace you. I hope they don't hire someone too polite to replace you.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be the worst if someone came and asked, like, oh, how are you doing? And, like, genuinely wanted to know.
Yeah. I just ask staff to. I just ask staff to.
Yeah. You can it shows.
There's some people that I kind of care about.
Oh.
When I ask Lauren, I'm like, okay, love. Doesn't that make you insane?
Is she okay?
Yeah, I think so. We should just teach kids, so.
I can't imagine doing that. Like, I literally can't think of. I mean, to be fair, because she teaches like young ones, doesn't she? She doesn't teach like 14.
No, like primary school.
Yeah.
Primary school.
I can imagine teaching primary schools being alright, but to be honest, you couldn't pay me enough money in the world to teach a secondary school.
You can pay me enough money in the world to teach anywhere from age 3 to 17. We're all wankers.
Even the 3-year-olds.
Even the 3-year-olds.
Especially the 3-year-olds.
They can't either throw up, they can't go for a piss by themselves.
Yeah.
Also, they can't talk. Like.
I mean, 3-year-olds can sort of talk.
They go, no. No, yes, no. Colour.
That's about all you need.
No, yes, no colour.
Yes, no, blue, sticky.
They are always sticky.
Kids are.
How are they always sticky?
I have no, I'll find out soon and I'll tell you. Or maybe I'll never know.
Maybe you'll never know.
Maybe I'll never know.
That's very.
Maybe little Toby will just be constantly sticky and I'll never know why.
It's the mysterious stick.
Yeah. Well, no, I can guarantee what's going to happen. Tana's going to do something like tell me to like give him a bath or something. He's going to get out of the bathroom and be like, that right there is a clean child. And then she's going to come in and go, he's literally covered in mud and he still smells. What have you done?
A mud bath?
Hmm?
Mud bath?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going.
We're back on.
We're going.
Throwing an axe.
Axe throwing.
I can't believe they asked for a board change that late. Well, I suppose, to be fair, 5 was pretty much all the way through. But no, that's a shame. Well, I mean, it's not a shame you're leaving because you're going on to uni and all that, which is congratulations. But also, you will be missed.
It's very nice coming from you.
I'm a nice guy. I don't know why people don't think I'm nice. I'm a fucking delight.
Oh, no,
Ooh. Goldfish. Thank you.
not actual fish.
What are they?
I don't know, crackers, I think. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down. Is this 60? I think we're on 58 at the moment.
What? Game of the night?
81s.
Are we at 60 yet?
I think this will be 60 if they both get them.
If they both get it, yeah.
That's Dan. That's Jamie.
That's Jamie.
Woo! And we're in
Wait,
60.
are either of them up on that Jamie's on the loser board, isn't he?
Is Dan on the
The 81 losers.
Are Jamie or Dan on the loser board? Jamie, it's Dan isn't. Dan isn't.
Oh, this is...
Oh.
That's now 68 ones for this league.
Yeah, me and Carl will be 62.
Do it.
Absolutely not. I've said it now, I'm not going to do it.
What the fucking hell is wrong with it?
Oh, I know. That's it, I've used it up. I've had a unicorn, I'm done.
I know you have.
Great start.
See, there's a thing here, because neither Carl or Dan are on that board at the minute, and both of them wanted to, for their final game, be the one to put the other on the board. And if Jamie does it now, well, he's just ruined the whole scripted drama of the evening. We'd have to actually commentate on axe throwing and make that interesting instead of relying on like drama and banter.
Yeah, but axe throwing's not interesting, is it?
I don't know. Have you ever seen me and Scratch do commentary on it?
Absolutely not. I don't
Premiere.
actually watch the live streams. I don't have the time of the day.
I mean, to be fair, I've only watched a couple back. One
watched
was
a few.
one was where I had Jamie roll on the floor.
Oh! Yeah, it's fun. Remember Man City?
Oh, have you got one more game left?
Yeah, it's me and Carl.
Ah, fair.
My last game, and then I can go home and go to sleep. I'm not going home and going to sleep. I've got lots of physics to do.
I remember doing physics at QE. I hated it.
Who taught you?
I have no idea what his name is. It's a bloke with a short hair, scruffy beard.
Was he called Brian?
He might have been called
Brian
Brian.
Wardle.
That sounds familiar.
I'll see if I have a picture of him. I don't think I will, because that's a bit weird of a student to have a picture of a teacher.
I was going to say, if you were about to show me a picture of like Brian Wardle, I was about to be like...
I'm going on his student profile.
Ah.
His teacher profile on Google Classroom
Fair.
for students.
I'm glad you explained that to the stream there, not just so that it's...
Yes.
Not just that you have a picture of your teacher on your
A
phone.
little bit creepy. Technically it is on my phone. If it will load, it won't load because the Wi-Fi is absolutely dog over here.
Oh yeah, that looks like him. I almost didn't recognise him in the dressing gown.
Yeah. Just to clarify. Just to clarify.
Sorry. Because if Dan won, even if you won't yell, I still say four.
Okay.
I was just saying.
Is he 6 or 5?
Right, Tricky, turn the camera to me.
Why am I...
After 7 weeks of whinging and calling this a hall of humiliation, after my final game of the league has been thrown, an 81 has been hit.
I mean, aren't you in playoffs?
I fucking love axe throwing.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Happiness. Try it.
No, I'm a teenager.
Happiness. We all know to try peanuts far too much.
Well, we're almost there.
That's why James has white cream seats.
Sheets or teeth?
Are you best I don't know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you said.
Where is Harry? Is he...
Where?
Where?
Is he like under a chair or something?
Where?
Obviously he's not there.
I was genuinely like looking under the tables for him.
Outside for a breather?
The best thing I've ever seen.
That's Brian. It's like the smallest picture ever.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Love Brian. The guy who interviewed me at York knows Brian.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, that was the first 5 minutes of our conversation, the interview.
Just talking about Brian.
Yeah, how he knows Brian, that it's mental that I know Brian, that he's still teaching after 6 years. More than 6 years now.
Yeah.
How long have you been at QE?
I was at QE in 2011, I think, or 2012.
So that's like 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
He's been teaching for a long old time. He's a really good teacher though, so... Off your legs.
To be fair, like I said, I got expelled from QE after my first year.
You got expelled from QE?
I got told I wasn't to be coming back in my second year.
What, because you failed at a first year? Because you were low attendance or dickheads?
That's the one.
Then...
I got caught doing something I shouldn't have been doing.
Oh, is that something we shouldn't be bringing up?
Not on a stream.
Okay. We'll leave that one to the imagination then, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm expecting a full story later.
It was a good story.
To be fair, there's a lot of stuff that people just don't get kicked out for now. There's been a lot of police involved recently.
Your last game, you and S Club playing that? Is that your last game?
No, I think me and Carl's my last game.
I've got S Club as a game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because Carl's my last, I think, and then I'm done. My mini marathon is over.
But no, good for you getting into York. York looks class.
Expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive.
It's a nice city. I mean, me and Tana said we'd love to move to York, but the cost of living there is like...
ridiculous. Rent is so high.
Wait, how high is the rent in York now, roughly?
I don't know. My student accom's like 8k a year.
That is a bit steep.
It's a bit steep, but like rent prices are quite high because of the flooding.
James, you want to come help me finish the stream?
Well, why not?
I've had quite a menagerie. To be honest, I was saying this. I actually don't mind going late for the leagues because, I generally can just sit here, drink coffee, and chat.
Yeah, it's pretty good, like.
Yeah.
You seem to get all your games in like a block at the end for some reason.
No, it's because I asked for them late.
Ah, there we
So
go.
with
I didn't
what-
know you did ask me.
No, so with what was happening with work, I was in the middle of arguing a toss and that, and I didn't know when I'd get out. So I basically just sort of like messaged Carl to say I will be running late, even though I didn't know if I would be.
Right.
Basically, it's better to say you'll be late and then be early than to say you'll be on time and then.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's a promise you almost don't mind breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so bad.
I like that. I promise you don't mind breaking. It's almost poetic. I feel like Bella's kind of just hit the 281s or the 2 or 381s she's done tonight, and just got out.
Oh, you have, dude.
Catch you later, man.
Yeah, she's hit 4. She's a unicorn.
Yeah.
It's like the second person to ever do that in here, I think.
Well, to be fair, this will be the last Monday I do for a while, I think.
Is it? Oh, well, yes, for obvious reasons, yeah.
Just keep on. Well, basically, we had to pick one. That was do I pick standard or do I pick prem? And I'd rather pick prem between the. It's weird.
I know you're one of the only people in the world that like prefers prem.
I would.
Or seemingly, anyhow.
The decision in my head was, I'd love to have done Mondays for like because there's more people and there's more crack, and I can, for example, I can do this and I can sit here. But then even then, I don't even know if I was doing Monday whether I'd ask for an early finish so I could get back and help out with Toby again.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably one of those whatever league you do that anyway.
Well, I don't know, because if I do the Tuesday league, it's not generally a long-running league anyway. Like, it doesn't...
No,
Prem
that's
never,
true. Well, not here, not this time. It's like, 8 people here or something like that?
Yeah. Prem's never going to... Like, for example, we're on 10 past 10 now. Prem's never going to run that late.
No, it's basically never gone past like 9 o'clock.
But yeah, I could quite happily... I mean, I'd quite happily just sit here and chat and drink coffee, but obviously kind of at a point in time would be like, could you not do that? Like, could you come help look after our child? which is fair.
You know that thing we've just had? Oh, yeah.
Aye.
I forgot about that.
But no, to be fair, even like, because I was talking with her about it, and she was saying, you've got to still like have a life and get out and like...
Oh, it's 100% true. I mean, like, I know people who I almost feel sorry for, because it's like the reason they don't do things, you know, like recreational activities or anything social, it's because they've got kids. And
I think it's important for your kids to see you as like a human being, like...
Yeah, not as just like the birth giver and the provider or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
it shouldn't be that way, you know.
Like, yes, I'm your dad, but I'm also like a human being who like has friends and hobbies and activities.
I have friends.
I don't know, I think it's a bad example of life if you sort of show yourself as I never go out and never do anything fun. Like, I mean, what kids sort of sit there thinking, I can't wait to grow up and do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to be a role model.
Yeah.
And, you know, kids are impressionable.
Aye, if you're miserable, you're not much of a role model.
Yeah, exactly. If they see you sitting at home all the time doing nothing, it's like they're likely to follow suit.
Yeah, aye.
Like I say, impressionable. That's just kind of how it works.
But no, the only question really is for me is whether or not Tana would want to do a league or whether she'll have recovered to the point where she could. In which case, one of us would take Monday and the other would take Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, you have the stream. I have to go throw some axes with S Club.
Well, I have to go now because I have to deliver her to a homestead.
Oh. Sophie, you fancy doing the stream for this?
Oh my god. Hang on. I'm currently dressed as a dinosaur. This is not easy. I'm gonna have to make it over to this chair. Give me a sec. I knocked it with my boobs. Sorry. This microphone with my boobies. And again. Whoopsie. Hang on. Nearly there. Right, guys. I am here. Oh. It's alright, I'm quite low down, so... I like this setup, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really short. And I can't really see over the screens. Bye. Oh my god. Right,
one job, and I've just knocked the microphone with my boobs. I am so sorry. Right, clutch is called. Bye. I'm causing. I'm causing havoc in here. What? Causing havoc. I literally like knocked the mic over with my boobs the lot. Yeah. Yeah, but I did it with
John
my
did it,
boobs.
didn't he?
Twice.
Oh
shit. Oh god.
Nothing happened, there was an earthquake.
No. Having you here just makes me look even shorter.
Oh yeah, it does.
I can't see off the screen
Feel
very
really
well.
tall. Hello down there.
I was like, I like this new setup, but I can't actually see over it.
You can see.
I can see through, but like if I was to look at board 7 and 8 right now, I can see clutches.
Right, we're tied, I think. Because Tricky just threw a 3, yeah, tied.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's not.
No, Dickie's not made it.
No.
Nope.
Thought it might have been low.
No dice.
Is that like
Yeah.
on deck? On
Dick.
that one.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it in case Mum was watching.
I said deck.
Ding ding. Bull and a bull. Jamie looks like, you know, when you watch that programme where they make moonshine in rivers?
Yes.
That's what Jamie looks like.
Oh, it really does. And we're tied up again.
Jamie, I know where you've come as now.
Clutch
You
is
know them
cold.
programmes where you watch people who make moonshine in rivers? The people that make moonshine in rivers on TV, it's like called Moonshine County or whatever.
I've just come as a hillbilly.
Am I allowed? Okay. What? You do look a bit like that.
Oh, no. Hillbilly was like one of the things. It's Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Si with the Billy Baker.
Doug Dynasty or Duck?
Duck.
Duck.
I know Duck Dynasty. Like, I know the name. I don't
Do you
know
know
what it
what?
looks
My
like.
brother and uncle were all trying to look up.
Oh, did they? I know who you look like. Have you heard of the white? What they called? What's the name?
No,
Begin with a W. Sorry, I'm just planning the insult.
Right, I'll come back.
The Whittaker family.
Yes. Yes.
Google it. Google it.
Don't Google it, guys.
Don't Google it. Well, you can do.
No, you can do. Yeah.
Have your photo taken? Oh, right, yeah.
Oh.
Well, can you do it in a minute? Because I want to watch this game. No, they can just wait.
They can wait.
Well, they can, can't they? Literally got to wait 15
Yeah, just one
throws
game.
and maybe a big axe, but
Yeah.
who knows. So, last game of the night. I think that results can change from this game. I feel like whoever wins this game. I thought that was a bug on my phone then, I did worry. Excuse the weird noises, it's just what happens when these two play against each other. Right, yes, so they're both on same points, so yeah. Whoever wins this game will win.
Yeah. I was trying to think of another word and it's just will
win.
Oh, we'll win.
Yep. Whoever wins will win.
True, factual and correct.
Looking out. I feel like this does regularly turn into my karaoke sessions.
I do like a bit of karaoke.
Oh no!
Whoopsie.
Were they both in or both out? Oh no. I guess it doesn't really
Well, I
matter.
don't know. The tide, so yeah.
Oh no.
Faking an injury. Alright, S Club.
Burn. Oh.
You didn't hear, it's fine.
No. Just don't let him watch it back. It's just a joke.
It's not a joke.
No, it's not. A fake injury.
It's
not
no
a joke. Oh, what is that? 5.
You were so hoping that was a 3.
I was just trying to make something like
more,
suspense or whatever.
it's more tense. Like
Yeah,
instead of them just, they've got another fucking bull.
It's like
Oh,
camping.
look.
Oh, bullseyes.
Bullseyes. How good was that?
Clutches, here we go, we might get some.
Oh no, this could be different. I mean, they both missed the first one, so.
Oh, it's in. Both of them got their clutch.
Well done, guys.
Tied round.
Let's go again.
So whoever wins this round, get off my goldfish. Whoever wins this round wins. If they tie it, they tie.
They tie. And then go big axe.
And whoever wins that
wins.
Why is that funny? It's not, is it?
It is to us. That's all that matters.
It's alright. Me and Rich get really excited every time that we like talk about the axe throwing, because one of us will go like, oh, say Dan got a bullseye, and then it'll be like, so did Carl. But then when they don't, we go, Carl didn't. Like we just get really...
I watched you on the feed the other night. It is though. I was giggling at yours.
It's just because it's so blatantly obvious.
It's like, Carl got a bullseye. So did Dan. Honestly, I was howling at yours.
Clutches.
I think I was laughing more at the fact that you were laughing at yourselves.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even funny. That was funny, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, clutches. Yeah, we're on that now.
Dan got his clutch.
So did Carl.
Which means, guys, it's time for Big Axe.
Big Axe,
Big Axe, Big Axe is the game. Big Axe is the game we play when we tie.
Can we record that and just have a button and just...
No, don't. Boop. Don't get ideas in Jamie's head.
Singing puns because they're fun.
You.
I've heard that somewhere before.
Get off my goldfish. Oh, is that practice? Oh, it's a good job. Get off them, they're mine, that's what. They're nice, aren't they? I know, me neither.
Move them
Ding.
so far.
Carl got a bullseye.
Clutches, Daniel. Come on, boy. Let's go clutches.
Oh. Feels sick. Put your tool on it.
Get your tool out.
This makes it more tense. I'm gonna give it all to you now.
And welcome back to Cat's Karaoke.
Do you know what's not? Oh no, I'm just gonna say 2 people.
From here, it looks like a 3.
It does. I think Dan thinks it's a 3 as well,
but he's measuring it. Just
I
in
would
case.
get it measured, especially soon as it's like last throw of.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like I measured one of the juniors' axes of the day, which they asked me to measure it, and I thought they were just kind of being a bit cheeky, and I thought they were as well, and I measured it and it was in. I was like, oh,
okay.
Dan got a 3, which
Carl
means
got a bull. Dan didn't.
Carl won the game, which means
he won.
He wins. You done? Well done, Carl. Jamie will be here in a bit to do the outro because.
And if I knock the microphone again, I'm sorry.
Oh God, don't you start.
It was my boobs.
There was some singing on it. Just,
Because
I was on there. So
it's like, hang on.
Amazing song. Here's pizza. Something about pineapples in a tin. I don't know what the quote is.
But right, thank you all. Pardon me. Thank you all for joining us for another night of Axe Throwing. We're back from 7 o'clock tomorrow with the culmination of our Premier League. So please tune in for that. Until then, stay safe.